good afternoon, whatever it is for you today. Hope that you're doing well. I'm gonna check some settings really quick. I just figured out how to do something, so I just want to see if I can do that. Oh, okay, cool. I've never messed with these settings before. Message relay, locked words, community defaults. Okay, cool. I was just checking some settings there. Hello, show. How are you doing? We're going to be working on our teddy bear today. We got to make his arms today, and then we'll be all done. So should have got more coffee. Okay, I've got water. You're doing good. Yeah, you are first. You're first a lot. You're first a lot, Showtime. You're good at being first. How are you? How's the school stuff going? How's the studying? Let's see, I'll explain some things about my bear in a minute, but I'm gonna wait until maybe some other people get in before I start. It's doing okay, good. Before I start explaining, I had to change some things about the bear to make it work, but it worked out good. I was worried about making the hat and the mask and the ears and making everything fit correctly, but so far so good. So we're gonna start working on the arms. Hello, welcome. Recently, who else? Oh, they got a new one. Oh, I saw the video about that, and I remember you talking about it. Bless them. So hard to lose a pet, an animal. So that's good that they got a new. I'm sure that helps ease the burden or the blow a little bit to have something else to focus on, you know? Aw, and it's just as sweet. Aw, good. So glad. That's awesome. I remember one time one of my friends had a horse pack, and I thought, oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine like burying the poor horse, because I can imagine the hole you would have to dig. Oh my gosh. It's so big. I was like, I hope they have a tractor or something to help them like dig a hole. I don't know. All right, that's 3. It's kind of morbid, but you know, just something out. I was like, oh my goodness. Good morning, Lydia. You're just getting up from bed, just getting ready to jump into the shower. There you go. You're getting ready to start your day. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, Lydia. I am working on a little nurse teddy today. I'm almost done. I've just got to do the arms and sew those on. I'll have to take off his mask so you guys can see his little face. Here's his little face. I haven't decided if I'm going to give him the little smile part down here or not. But there's his little face. He's got the little whites around his eyes and everything. He's really cute. Like I said, I was worried about making everything fit perfect, the ears and the mask. But actually, what I ended up doing was I made the ears with the same size hook that I made everything else in. And then I realized that I thought they were too big to fit the holes. So the hat has holes right here where the ears are. They're not sewn on top. They actually fit through the hole. So you can remove the hat, but I don't want to. So I made the ears with a like 1 millimeter size smaller hook to make them just a little smaller so they would actually fit through the hat, because they're not fitting. So. But yeah, to work tonight. When you get out, you're going to do some diamond art. Ooh, what kind of diamond art? What's the design? But yeah, so I was worried about the bear. I was worried too because they embroidered the nose and the ears, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to figure out where to place them and all that good stuff, but I figured it out. Hey, Chris, my little teddy bear. Here he is. I got to fix his arms today, and then we will be done with him, unless I decide to add more to the mouth down there with embroidery. But other than, like I said, there's holes in the hat. Now you can kind of see. There you go. So I had to make the holes for the ears, like I said, and I just didn't think they were going to fit with those layers that were on there. And these were just small enough that I could fold them and squeeze them into the hat, and then they would open back up. But I think the other ones would have been stuck like this had I just left them. So, like I said, I went back with a smaller hook and remade the ears so that they would fit on there better. And I was worried about the mask fitting as well, but it fits. And then I was worried it wasn't going to stay down, but it does. It'll stay down on his little face by itself like this. So that's good. So we're just going to work on the arm today. But how's everybody doing? Chris, how are you doing? Oh, 2 puppy dogs. Oh, that's going to be cute. Lydia is working on some diamond art today, and I asked her what design, and she said it was 2 puppy dogs. Oh my God, Chris, I love the thing you made for Paige. Oh my God, that's so perfect for her. I love it. I love it. I love it. See. Hi, Prula. I'm not sure how to name. That's why I hadn't specifically said hi. I have 2 diamond art paintings that I want to do. One that Chris gave me, and one that I already have started, so I need to finish first. But I need to set up my table upstairs, our old kitchen table upstairs, and set it up on that because I don't want to have to move it around. Because I used it over there on my desk, but that's where I film things at sometimes. So I don't want to like put it over there and then have to move it. You're better today. Yesterday you had to shut myself off. Are you? Oh my gosh, you guys, I almost lost it yesterday too. I realized that I strung over 1,000 beads wrong. Let me see. I don't want this to go in a knot. But basically, I was making another micro crochet chapstick holder, which if you don't know, I've been making these micro crochet beaded chapstick holders, and as like a way to learn the beaded crochet, the micro beaded crochet. And so I was sitting there, and I had the pattern and the like. So each color bead a letter, and I thought that I had that memorized, which went where after doing the pattern a few times. No, did not, definitely did not, because I switched it. I was trying to do pink, orange, and yellow flames with a white background or white or clear background. No, that's not what I did. I switched them up and made the flames half clear and then half some other color. Anyway, I just messed everything up. So I'm still going to keep going because it still looks kind of cool. And I'll probably give it away to a friend. But it's hard to see. But anyway, so I've got to redo this design. I want to redo the proper way that I wanted to the first time, because I only have like 6 different colors, including white and clear. So I can only do it so many, and then I want to try a different kind of design. But yeah, so I strung over 1,000 beads in the wrong order, basically. That was a frustrating thing to realize, and it really sucked because I was trying so hard to finish stringing them before I left yesterday for my doctor's appointment, because I wanted to bring it with me, because I always like to bring a project with me. And I thought, oh, that's so much easier than bringing this, because at that point I needed to do the eyes, the nose, and I was working on the head, and so I would have had to have brought all my safety eyes because I didn't know what size. I would have had to brought my noses, the backs for the safety eyes. I would have had to brought 3 different colors of yarn. I mean, it was just too much to fit in my bag. So I decided, well, let me finish stringing these beads up. And I literally finished stringing them like 3 minutes before I left the house. And then it turns out I did it wrong. It's like, oh my God. Okay, bye, Shoto. Thank you for coming in. All right, 4. I'm trying to make these first couple of those for the arms here. I guess these are technically the hands. Let me see. Any working on anything today? Anybody? What projects do we have going on? If not necessarily right this second, but I mean, if you're working on it now, I want to know too. But anybody working on any crochet projects recently? I would love to hear what you're working on. Let's see. I'm gonna get some water. All right. I'm gonna finish this up. This is gonna be a long hand here. Hello, Sophia. You are. What are you doing? Hello, welcome. This is what I'm working on right now. I need to make arms, but this is a nurse teddy bear. So he's got a little face under here too, but this is, like I said, a nurse teddy bear. And if anybody's interested in making it, it's called the FrontLine Hero Bear. And you can find it, the pattern for free by just Googling. There's a written version, and then there are at least 2 different YouTube creators who have made a video on them as well. So, you're doing a bow, a pink one. Ooh, I bet that's going to be cute. I love pink. It's one reason I love Great for Valentine's Day, because I love pink. Pink and purple. They're my favorite colors. I also like black a lot though. Alright. 4. Then we're going to do another round of this. I'm going to do 7 rows of single crochet. I don't know what I'm going to make. Well, I take that back. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to make after this. Yes, I do. I have 2 more commissioned. Then I don't know what I'm going to make yet. There is a possible another commission, but I got to figure out for sure about that one. They still want it, but after this, we're going to make 2 squirrels, which should be interesting. I've never made a squirrel before. It's 2 different ones, different brown colors, and then they both have something in their hands. So one has an acorn and one has a peanut. So that should be interesting. Hello. Hello, Nicole. Welcome. I am working on crocheting a nurse teddy bear today. So I'm working on his arms now. Hopefully I'll finish the arms. I don't know if I'll sew them on in stream, but we'll get them on and like see the finished look of it for sure. Oh, I meant to upload a thumbnail. I had a thumbnail and I forgot. Oh well. Oh well. It's okay. I'll do it when I actually upload the live stream. How long have I been crocheting? So I have been crocheting for 2 years last year. So yeah, just like 2 years and a month. I only remember that because I made a scarf and I wore it to a family, like my husband's family's Christmas thing. We weren't married at the time. They are my family. But so yeah, I remember that I made it right before Christmas. So I know that I started in late December. Yeah. So not that long. Not compared to a lot of people really. I still have a lot to learn, but I think for the most part, I think everybody that crochets has so much to learn, because there is so much to learn. There's so many stitches. It's just, endless possibilities and different techniques and different kinds of, there's Tunisian crochet and like micro beaded crochet as well, and just other things. So I feel like everybody's always learning that crochets, but yeah, I'm definitely still learning. You've been crocheting since you were 6. That's awesome. I wish that I had. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I take that back. I have been actually crocheting for 2 years, but I learned how to make just a basic chain when I was like 8 years old. But a really sweet lady overheard me and my mom in Walmart and literally picked up a hook and some yarn and showed me in the aisle how to make a chain. And she overheard me saying that I wanted to learn. And so she did that, and I knew how to make that chain. I remembered it for, all my life. But that was as far as I could go. I couldn't, the books, like I just couldn't figure out with the books and the pictures where to put my hook for a second row. And then one day, 2 years ago, a YouTube video popped up about making a chain, a second row for crochet. And I was like, huh. And I was like, I bet I still have that hook and that, and I did. And I found the hook in the yarn and I started crocheting. And ever since then, I have not stopped. So yeah, I did make a chain for a really long time, but I didn't know how to actually do anything other than make. So yeah, 2 years is when I learned, 2 years ago is when I learned how to do anything making a chain. So you've been crocheting for just a couple days. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, welcome to the land of crochet. I wonder if you're going to be as addicted as y'all are. because I know for myself, I have barely not crocheted since I started. Like, um, I think the only time that I haven't crocheted is when I was sick, like really sick. So I crochet every day now. You know, 17. Wow. So you've been crocheting for like what, 11 years now? Yeah. That's awesome. That's so cool. Wow, that is a long little hand, isn't it? Wow. Okay, let me look at the picture. I feel like that's kind of long. No, okay, that's right. I forgot the scrubs are short sleeve, not long sleeve. I was thinking, I was confused because here's the picture of theirs without the mask on. And I was confused. I was like, why are the arms so long, the brown part? But it's because they're short sleeved scrubs. But I will say, if you do make this pattern, I'm familiar that I made the ears with the same size hook, of course, that I made everything else with at first. And then I realized that they weren't quite going to fit. There's holes in the hat where you slip the ears into. And I realized that I didn't think it was quite going to fit. So I ended up remaking the ears with like a slightly smaller sized hook just to make them a little bit smaller. And then that way they were able to fit through the hat really well. Sunsets are beautiful. I started crocheting last year. I found the repetitive is good for anxiety and just something to do. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. I have anxiety as well, and I find it just great for that too. I always say that it has, I feel like it's improved my mental health a little bit, and it is like, I don't know, it gives you something to focus on. It, like you said, the repetitive motion to it, just something to do with your hand, you know, all that. Yeah, I totally agree. Your tension is incredible, honey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's quite tight. I do have very tight tension. Um, I often cut off the circulation here to my finger. I want to try a tension ring. I just haven't yet, but thank you. I try to keep it pretty consistent. Let's see. Change scrubs color. All right, we're going to change to our scrub color. This is actually an order. They were like, can you make a nurse bear? And I was like, you know, I don't know. And so I looked up some different patterns, and really I didn't find too many patterns. But this was like the main one that I found, and it happened to be free too. So I was like, well, let me give it a try. And it has been going great. Arthur, it's okay. All right, hold on, you guys. My dog wants his little thing. Hold on, baby boy. What you want? Your treat? I mean, your puzzle? He wants his puzzle. All right, make sure it's all set for you. Here you go. Here you go, baby. He'll probably make an appearance here shortly. All right. I'm back now. Get my pillow. Get my arm. We got 2 different color yarn attached right now. We got to figure that out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, we don't. We did, but now we don't. We need our scissors. I got to change colors. So what is your favorite thing that you guys have ever made before? One of mine is right back here. It's hard to see because it's dark, but that is a strawberry cow. It's got like a little, the line across it is its little strawberry purse. But that is definitely one of my favorite things that I have ever made before. It's just so cute. I'm gonna cut this out of all this extra yarn. Sorry if you hear my dog playing with this toy. It's plastic and it's loud. All right, I'm going to tuck that tail in. All right, now I'm going to switch colors in the last stitch of that round. If I can. And I like to switch colors by going in the back loop only of the last stitch, like right before you want to change your colors. So I go back and kind of do a slip stitch in the back loop only, and then cut and tie the yarn together, and then I'm good. Just gotta make sure I got out of the way here. All right, gotta tie our little knot. Mine is the pink little bow that I gave my mom, so I'm making another one. Aww. Oh, you're good, Chris. That's sweet. I think have I made a bow? I don't know. I guess the closest thing I've probably made to like a bow would be like a scrunchie, which those are really fun to make. Especially I like making a velvet yarn. because velvet yarn is really fun to work with. It feels nice. It's a little getting used to with like seeing your stitches, but it feels so nice. So, all right, so we got our color switched, our yarn changed. Now, what is the next part of our pattern? Change to the scrub color, front loop only, single, and then an increase. Okay, we can do that. We need to start our stitch counter over. This is 4, right? Yeah, front loop only. I just got to remember to do that. Front loop only. Did he finish his puzzle already? Oh my gosh, I've got to get Arthur a new puzzle. Arthur is my dog, by the way. I'm sure he'll pop up here in a minute, want some attention, but I need to get him a new puzzle. He has figured too well. All right, single and increase. Okay, very good. Now I just have to remember that for the rest of the round. I like this pattern too because it's written a little bit longhand, I guess, which is a little bit frustrating. But what I do like about the pattern itself is that it has these ripples. Like, I don't know if you can tell right here, but there's an edge and it is like 3D kind of, and then right here it's hard to see it, but there's like another ripple for where the shirt is, like versus the pants, so that it has like some dimension all the way around to it, so that you can tell that it's like a shirt and pants, not just like a solid outfit, you know, which I think adds a little bit of detail to it and is nice. They embroidered the face, but I happen to have the safety eyes and the safety nose, so I just took advantage of that. But I added the whites around the safety eyes, which I always recommend because that just adds a little bit, you know, adds a little light eyes. There's a tutorial and little things that her channel, she knows step by step for beginners. Yes. Oh, for the bow. Oh, cool. Yes, that's awesome. I love a good YouTube tutorial for sure. That is how I learned, really. Without YouTube, I don't know. Without YouTube or like something else, I don't think I could have learned like that. Woobles kits, like Woobles kits, taught me how to do. They didn't teach me magic ring. I learned that on my own, but they did teach me how to crochet in the round and read patterns, which is a big deal, and stuff like that. So was it 1 or 2? I think it was 1, and I'm doing 2. Yeah, it's 1. But I'm really thankful it taught me to read patterns and everything. That was really important. Is that a stitch or is it not a stitch? I can't tell. Hold on a minute. I need to go back to what I did there. Can't tell what's going on. All right. 1 and an increase, and now 1 and an increase. There's something that looks like a stitch, but I'm not convinced it's a stitch. It may be where I changed colors at. It just looks funny. 1 and an increase. And let's see what I'm gonna say. 1 increase. And if anybody does Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, I'm not really active on TikTok because I don't have like enough to go live or anything, but like that would be cool, but I don't currently have that. So that information is in the description of live stream as well as in my channel description. So if you want to follow me there, you can. And also because I post like daily stories on what I'm working on and stuff, and when I'm gonna have things like that. And then also the pattern information is usually in the bio as well. I don't have the links yet, but I do have the like name of the pattern in there. And so yeah, all that stuff is usually in the description. Oh, there's my baby trying to get my attention. Did I get the email? Let me see. I have not checked mail yet this morning. Where is my email on my iPad? I'm confused. Oh, right here. I don't check it on my iPad very often. This one. Yes, I did. I sure did. I said. So about not everyone has access to Excel. Yes, I got both of them. Thank you, Chris. I will have to provide you with some credit in the video. What is this? Oh, it's an old email. I was like, what the? It's an old comment that's like super duper. Well, I don't want to like blast the person that left the comment. It's a super duper long comment. I was like, what the heck? But it's old. Okay. Anyway, I have seen that before. But yes, I did. Thank you, Chris. But yeah, I'll have to do a shout out in the video for giving me the numbers for everybody. I need to rewrite mine anyway because I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure out how to put text on the screen. So if I can't, I'm going to have it written out and show it written out so people can take screenshots. So yeah, one of those two things. She said, no, LOL. You don't want credit? You don't want credit for the numbers? All right, let's see. 4. Oh, my pattern. I'm looking for my pattern. Forget what I'm doing. Okay, so that was that. Into 5, which is back loop only, single crochet in each stitch. Awesome. So to make the little ripple in these, you do front loop only, and then you do back loop only for 2 rounds. Arthur, I need to go get a tissue for my snissue because it's nuts. Yes, I do. Hold on, and then we're gonna get a tissue for our snissue. And then we're going to mute that so that you don't have to hear that. All right, but we're going to wait just 1 second. One more sniffle, I swear. Okay. It's all this looking down. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but I have allergies and then I'm always looking down. And when I look down for like long periods of time and it's like chilly, everything, I don't know. It's bad. It gets bad. All right. Ooh, this is going to be so cute. I'm so excited this worked out, you guys, because I really know how the pattern was going to go. And it was one of those things where I couldn't tell if it was like going to be a good pattern or not until I did it. And so I'm glad it worked out, especially since it's for a commission. Then I have to figure out how much to charge for this bad boy, you guys. The yarn was only about, let's see, if I total in the white as well, it's like $8, $9. So the yarn is like $9. We got safety eyes and nose in there. So let's, even though they didn't cost as much, say $2 for the eyes and the nose. We got stuffing in there. Got a good little amount of stuffing in there. That's another couple dollars. So we're up to like around 15 in materials. Hello, Tanya. And then, of course, we have a lot of time into it. Not a whole lot, but a decent amount of time into it. So, I don't know. But it's not very big is the thing. I was thinking I was going to charge like, what was I thinking? Somewhere between like, and I don't have to ship it either, so that's good. It's a local purchase. At the very, I don't know, I'm thinking like 25, 30, maybe 30, but I was going to say 35, but it's not big enough, I don't feel like, to be 35. So I feel like maybe 30 for this is probably pretty good. That doubles my material cost. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I always like to, I try to pay myself a little bit, but I always make sure I cover cost of materials and make sure that I have enough money in that cost of materials to buy more materials. And I do that even though I'm not using a whole skein of yarn. In this case, the fact that I had to order this yarn, especially for these projects, I'm just going to charge a skein of yarn because that's just how that works. And luckily, these are only $2 or $3, I think, that I got them for. So it's not a big deal to charge for the whole skein. So sometimes I don't do that, but it just depends. Like if it was an expensive skein and I didn't use much, I probably would not do that. But since it's a cheaper skein, I can do that. You got new darting needles and some metal ones, and they were $1. Ooh! What I really like is here they are. Speaking of my micro beaded crochet, this is the first one that I did that actually worked out pretty well. These are flames, which is what I'm going to make again, except I'm just do the background color differently. But what I really like are these needles right here. Well, I like the straight ones, but I also like these. I recommend these to everybody who does crochet, especially if you do like amigurumi. I don't know if you can tell, but the needle is bent at the tip. They're actually clover needles because they came in this, yeah, they are. They're clover bent tip needles. They came in the little case. But these bent tip needles are great for filling on tight pieces or like heads. You that. They're really good for that. Hello. Welcome, Linnea. Hope I said your name right. We are working on this Frontline Hero teddy bear today. We gotta add his arms on. It is a little nurse teddy bear with its little scrubs and little mask. But yeah, I recommend those bent tip needles, and then I also recommend those like 4-inch needles that you can get. Those are really good because the last thing you want to do is be like weaving your ends in and lose your needle in a piece, because I've done that before, and then you can't sell the piece because there's a needle stuck in it. So definitely get like 4-inch needles if you do bigger amigurumi, and if you do like smaller stuff, definitely get the bent tip needles. They're really, really helpful. I also recommend if you do amigurumi, so you can get one of two things. You can either get these, which are made for specifically for this, but they're the same thing. They're knitting needles with like stoppers, and actually this one has another bead that's not on there right now. But you use these your pieces together while you're sewing. These are actually from Etsy. These are from Making Meowgic's Etsy shop. Meow is in like a cat. Meowgic, magic, meowgic. And I really love her Etsy shop. It's great. But you can also just purchase knitting needles, those. And if you really want to, you could also just purchase like a silicone bead by itself to put on knitting needles. But I got 5 of these little thin knitting needles for like $5, and they work great. You'll see later that I'll use them to hold the arms while I sew them on. And they work great for things like that. They make sure, you know, they're even and they don't move while you're sewing them around. So those are also nice to have. You're good, Sophia. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I hope I'm back. But yeah, I recommend those if you do any kind of amigurumi or sewing or anything like that with crochet. They're really helpful to have. But like I said, if you don't want to spend the money on amigurumi sticks themselves, you can definitely just get the knitting needles. And those, I used those for a long time before I invested in some of the amigurumi sticks. So, all right, row 6 is a single in each stitch, but it's for 2 rows, which is silly. But anyway, we're going to do 2 rows of singles. All right, so we're going with the arms. I'll show you where we're at here in a second. We're just working on the sleeve part, and then we'll finish the short sleeve on it. We will be done with this arm, and then we'll make the other arm. And then if we have extra time, we're gonna micro bead crochet. I also may or may not, depending on how I'm feeling later, I might go live again later in the afternoon, just because Mac has class and he won't be home until quite late tonight. And I'm going to be doing some more crocheting after I clean up a little bit. So I might decide to put my little tripod on and do more live streams later. So we'll see. I was maybe going to do one yesterday, but I just didn't really feel like it after I got back from the doctor and everything. But I'm all healthy. That's good. Doctor was happy with my weight, all that good stuff. She was like, you were a little underweight for a while. I was worried about you. And then she was, you're doing good now. I was like, all right, good. Very good. All right. I think too, because one of the medications that I take can you like lose your appetite. So she just makes sure that I'm not like losing my appetite, you know. She's a great doctor. I love her so much. I wish everybody could have a doctor like her. Because I don't like going to the doctor, but I really enjoy her. And so that helps a lot. All right. And then I went to the Social Security office yesterday, and because I was supposed to get a new card when I got married, and they did not ever mail it, or I never received it anyway. And so I was going to go check on that, and hey, no, no more treats. Hey, hold on, you guys. Okay, I had to tell him no more T words. All right. Anyway, but anyway, the Social Security office was closed or whatever, and it wasn't closed. It was closed to anybody who did not have an appointment. So they had a big sign out there, and like, you have to make an appointment. I was like, God dang it! So now I have to make an appointment. But the thing is, I couldn't get the website to load on my phone, so I need to try it on my pad. So that's a whole thing. It's been such a process to change the name and get all this stuff switched over. I didn't know it was so difficult. My goodness. It's really not, but like they make it difficult. They make it take forever. So I hope I never have to change it again for so many reasons. That would mean bad things. All right, 1, and then we're going to do 2. And then I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's give a check. All right, that is 2 rows once again. Okay, then 2 more rows after this, and then we're done with the first arm. So excited to see what it's going to look like when it's done. It should be done tomorrow. So I need to tell a person that it's going to be ready so that they can be ready to receive and pay. I don't know if they're going to PayPal me or if they're going to give me cash. It doesn't really matter, but just need to let them know so they can be aware to bring it or not to bring it. You know? All right, let's see. So anybody working on anything today? Or in general, not necessarily right this second either, but just any projects you guys doing, want to do? Any favorite projects you've ever made? I have a couple I would like to make like one day. I really want to make a cardigan one day, but I'm not sure at what point. But I feel if Joann's, I don't know, I may go buy a bunch of acrylic yarn and like save it to make a rainbow cardigan kind of thing. I want like a half rainbow and half like gray, black and white one. Because there's this lady, Widley Handmade, who does those, and I really love them, and I really want to make one. So I need to see about buying like a rainbow of yarn with my gift card if Joann's is going to go down Hank. Because I was like, what can I buy with that gift card? And I was like, well, I could always buy some yarn for a cardigan. Oh, thank you. Hi, Winsome. I have a list you're working. Oh my gosh, you have a list. See, that's what I need to do, Chris, is a list of what I should get. I know I need a big box of stuffing, but I was going to see if it was any cheaper at Joann's versus Michael's just to see. It was $4.99 at Michael's the other day when I looked for the box, like whatever the first size box is that you can get, like above a bag. I meant to look and see exactly. Itchy. I meant to see exactly like the poundage or whatever it was, but I forgot. But that's what I had last time, and that box of stuffing lasted 8 months probably, at least. I think I've gone through in like my whole 2 years. I think I've gone through 2 big boxes, and I don't know how many bags, but just 2 big boxes. They last forever. But just know when you buy a big box like that when you take the box and open it up, it does inflate. So it's kind of like the air is out of it. And then when you open it, the bag is going to get so tall that it will get back into that box. Unless you like put a lot of pressure on it. So just know it's going to take up some space. But long run, I feel like it's worth it. It lasts so much longer than one of those little bags. But if you don't make that many animals and you don't use that much stuffing, then yeah. But I make so many animals and I stuff the crap out of them, so I need a lot of stuffing. 1 single crochet and then a decrease. Okay. Single crochet. And I looked at the loops and threads yarn. Does anybody know about this? So I looked at loops and threads at my Michael's the other day, and I was told that loops and threads had changed the yarn and that it was like more blanket yarnish now. It wasn't so much chenille. All the yarn in the store was the same old like chenille. It appeared, felt, and looked the same as the kind that I have. I don't know if that's because my store is like got some old stuff from the back and put up. But they actually had more than they normally have. Usually the loops and threads is like half stocked, but they actually had quite a bit of it. And it appeared to all be the same texture as the old stuff. So I'm really sure what people are talking about when they say that they changed it. I haven't figured out yet. 1 and a decrease. And I like that yarn, the loops and threads chenille yarn, but it does shed a lot, but that, you know, it's kind of par for the course with that kind of yarn. You got to burn the edges with a lighter, that helps. Just like that. I need to frog, well, I don't know if I'm going to frog my bag that I was working on or if I'm going to just start completely over, because I don't know how to work with the ramen noodles during my tutorial. That might be a little too much. Don't have a good yarn winder, so that's not going to happen. Decrease, wait, this doesn't look right. I don't have enough, hold on, something's not right. All right, it was 1 and a decrease, right? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah, okay. Something's off here. 1, decrease, decrease, 1, decrease. We're having people over this weekend, so I need to do a little cleaning today and tomorrow. Neaten up some stuff, just tidy up in general, all that good stuff. Why don't I have enough? Something's not right. What's wrong here? I'm supposed to have 12 by the end of this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need 1 more decrease in here. Hopefully everything's good. I don't know why. Weird. Why is it being weird? I had a problem recently with my stitch count being off. I've done super well the past like week. I haven't been off. And this is the first time I've been off in a minute. All right. And then row 8 is just a single crochet in each stitch for 12 stitches. Okay. I don't usually count my stitches. Like, I know some people count their stitches after every single row. I don't normally do that unless there's something that doesn't work out or looks weird or whatever. I just trust that if it was 1 in an increase and I'm on that increase and everything looks right, that it's fine. But if something goes wrong, then I do go back and count. Definitely. Definitely. All right. 12. And then we have 1 arm, and then hopefully the other arm will be the same. We didn't mess this one up too bad. All right. But we're going to stick it on with the amigurumi stick to get the idea of what it's going to look like here. It doesn't tell me to single crochet these together, but I feel I'm either going to single crochet them together or I'm going to have to sew them together. I'm not sure which. Maybe sew them. All right, repeat for the other arm. Okay, so that arm is done. I just need to stuff it. Hopefully I don't need to get up and get my tweezers. Hopefully stick my finger in there and it'll work. Yeah, okay, just big enough to do that. Here's our little arm. Like I said, he's got short sleeves on. I kept thinking they were long, and I kept thinking, why is it so long? It's because they're short sleeves. Scrubs are short sleeved, Amy. I don't know what you're thinking long sleeves for. Literally saw people in scrubs. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm going to work later today. Oh, yeah, that's true. I can work either later today or tomorrow. I don't know. I can make up, or I can figure it out. I can go either time. I need to look at the weather and stuff, figure it out. All right, pretty good. I don't want it to be too stuffed at the top. So a tip too is when you're making things this where you need to like sew arms on to the top of a piece, you don't want to stuff the top of the arm too much, because if you do, it's going to sit like this. So if you want it to sit down like this on the body, you're going to have to make sure it's not too stuffed right there at the top. So I'm trying to make sure it's flattened enough to sit properly. I think that's going to be fine. Something like that. Okay. Could make it a little here. No, I think that's good. Okay. I think what I do is, if I crochet it together, the thing is it's going to make the arm a little bit longer, and I don't necessarily want to make the arm any longer. So I think if I just sew it together, that would be the smarter plan, so that I don't make any extra length to the arm. I also consider with this pattern the fact that they don't make a muzzle for the bear, as in like they didn't make the round piece and sew it into the center and then put the nose on top of that, which is what I would normally do when I make a bear. But because it has the mask and I didn't want to alter the pattern too much because I was afraid then the mask wouldn't fit right. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna cut yarn for this one arm down here. Put my scissors somewhere because these are sharp. And then where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. I'm not going to worry about doing a slip stitch or anything because I'm just not to make it even. I don't think I need it because I'm going to sew it together. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my stitch marker out. Oops, but apparently. And I'm not going to sew it yet. I'm going to go and make the other arm and then make sure that I have them like stuffed the same before I sew everything. But I am going to get my handy dandy knitting needles out and place this arm on there with it. Counting from the top of the body, the arms are sewn below the second row. Counting from the top of the body, so the blue, I suppose. 1, 2, so about here-ish. We'll be good. All right, now we got to make sure we're putting them on evenly. I feel that it might be, but that's okay. Okay, then I'm gonna put it like that. Yes! So we got one arm. I like the mask lower. Sit lower. There you go. I like the mask when you can see the nose just a little bit peeking out. But there's one arm. Oh, he's gonna be cute, you guys. I really should say she because I know it's for lady nurse. But oh, I like the arms. They're cute. Okay, so I need to put the blue yarn away for a sec. Grab the brown yarn for a second. Forgot what color this is exactly. It's from Big Twist. It's their Value acrylic, which is a soft acrylic. I don't know how this would have worked in plush yarn, like the accessories and stuff. I don't think it would have worked very well. So that's why we didn't do that. All right, start with the skin tone. We're going to make our magic ring with 6 stitches inside. You have a meeting. Try to come back. All right, you're good, Chris. Have a good meeting. If I didn't miss you already, you might already be gone. I've been looking down for a sec. Hey, little Arf. It's just me and Arthur tonight, isn't it, Bubba? I mean, not all night. Your dad is coming home. It just will be a little later. So it's just you and me for dinner. That's what it is. But he's good company now. When he's not sleeping. 4, 5, 6. Wait, count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right, there's 6. And like I said, I may or may not come back later today and do another live. I don't know when, but sometime today. It's Thursday, yeah, so it could be any time. So just be on the lookout. I would imagine it wouldn't be until like after 4 o'clock, but around 4, after 4, but I don't know. Depends. I need to purchase the pattern for the squirrels that I picked out and have a look at it and see if that'd be a good thing to work on later or if I'm going to do beaded crochet later. I'm not sure yet. All right, oopsie. This is our increase round. Ooh, that hurt my fingy. Well, that's so sweet of people, though, when they say that I have nice tension. I think that's really nice. Because I try to. I think it's because it's so tight. If I didn't keep it this tight, I don't think I could keep it as controlled. But something about it. Should have probably done a double magic ring with some of these because the yarn is a little bit slippery. But I tried to secure the tail on a lot of it, so hopefully Should be fine. Everything looks fine. All right. Let's see. That was my second round. So now we're on to 3, which is a single in each stitch for 7 rows. Okay. So we got to do this again. So I'm going to write down that we're on the 3rd row. I'm going to reset my stitch counter for those 7 rows. And then we're going to start the first one. Because this pattern, like I said yesterday, is written kind of strangely, just in the fact that like round 3 for this says do 7 rows of single crochets, but then the next round is 4. So it doesn't include those other 6 rows in the rounds or whatever. So it's kind of strange. So you just have to count them separately, which can get a little confusing, and you can definitely get off if you mess that up, like with one arm versus one. But thankfully, I think I only did that one time when I first started, and then I figured it out. So I have a card over here to keep track, and my stitch counter, or row counter, really. I know they're called stitch counters, but they don't really count stitches. I don't know why we call them that. You know? Or at least I don't use it to count stitches. Very rarely have I ever used it to do that. It's a row counter for me. I originally thought when I bought it that it would do both, but they don't both. I thought it was going to be like one number here and one here, but nope. Just the same amount. All right, so 2. Wonder where, I know where it is, but I don't know where 2 other people are that I thought might pop in. I think one of them is not getting my notifications anymore. And then one of them, actually, I know she isn't because she told me. And then the other one I know is just going to be Nate. And then actually there's 3 people. I don't know where she is either. I don't know where everybody is today. But I haven't talked to her in a couple hours. I talked to her earlier this morning. Yeah. It's almost 12 here. It's almost lunchtime. I don't know what I'm going to have. Not really hungry right this second anyway, but should probably eat something soon. And I just figured out how to do like subscribers only mode and all that stuff for chat. So I think I might do that soon. Put subscribers only mode just so, I don't know, just see what happens. Just try it out. Because I see a lot of people doing that, and that seems interesting. Especially if I do a late stream, like a nighttime stream, I'll probably put that on. Just to like be a little more safe isn't the word, like, I don't know, something. Makes people have to like wait a little bit before they can like come leave a rude comment, and there's more people on at night, so like I feel like it would be a good time to use that feature. iPad, stop turning off on me, thank you. I also think I figured out how I could potentially measure other items to make more like beaded crochet things like this. I think I figured out that I could just chain with a bead and then measure certain things like items. Like I want to do maybe, for example, like a lighter cover, because I've seen those before with the beads. So if I can like measure how many beads will go around a standard size like Bic lighter, then I can make my own pattern for like covering a lighter with beads or whatever, for example. So I need to figure that out. But that's another thing I'll have to work on when I get done with the current micro beaded crochet project that I'm working on. I only have one ball of 10 crochet threads, so I'll have to wait on that, but that's okay. Yay, you're here! You're one of the people I was thinking was gonna be here soon. I was like, there's 2 other people that I'm like, I don't know where one of them is, and the other one, I know they're not getting my notifications, but I also told them I was going live, so I kind of thought they'd be here. I don't know where they are, but hope you had a good trip. I was like, visit, trip. We'll just say trip. All right. Oh yeah, we're on the 7 rows here, so we got to do 4 next. I have one arm of our little teddy bear done. I'll show you in a second. And we're working on arm number 2. Let's see. Here he is. Here's our little teddy bear. Whoops. stick on your arm. He's not sewn on, obviously. He's sticking on with that. But there he is so far. We're getting there. We're almost done with the little feller. Or little lady. I keep calling him a feller, but really I think it should be a lady. It's like I said, I know it's going to a lady. LOL. It was just a meeting, the daughter. Oh, okay. Just a meeting. Gotcha. Gotcha. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. I keep thinking I need to look back at the pattern. I keep forgetting I'm doing 7 rows of singles. But anyway, I'll remember soon enough that that's what I'm doing. Get some water here in a second. Has ever been the loudest going by this morning? I mean, the gas truck came and that was really loud, which I'm glad they came while we were not streaming, because Arthur goes nuts when they come. Loud. But they came and left gas in the gas thing, and it's a nice hefty bill. And I'm sure, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure. And so that drove Arthur crazy. And then I swear I'm like driving back and forth. It sounds like I don't know what the heck he's doing. I don't know what order he's going to these houses in, but it seems like he's going like one over here, one over there, one over here, one over there. All right, 5. But they're also cutting trees nearby, like a farm down the road. So I bet some of the trucks I'm hearing are log trucks, probably. They're going to cut a lot, actually. I'm glad it's not. It actually is next to, it will eventually like touch our land, but it's not on the side that like island, I guess I should say. So it doesn't really affect me too much, thankfully. It's on the opposite side farm where my other family lives. Because we have like not 100, but I think close to like 100 acres. So it's a decent chunk of land. All right, 6 is next, and then 7, and then we're going to switch colors in the last stitch of round 7 to our scrub color, which in this case is blue. Because if you don't know, I'm from North Carolina, so we have the Duke Hospital here, which is a great place. In fact, they are treating 2 of my family members for cancer. They have great cancer centers, so I'm thankful we have such amazing cancer centers here in North Carolina. All right, let's see. They're my uncle and my stepfather-in-law. Really just, I guess, father-in-law. Father-in-law number 2. All right. Let's see here. And number 7. And like I said, in the last one, I need to change colors here. I'm going to put my little bear right here so we can see him. So we can admire him. All right. I don't know why it's so dark there. It is kind of a dreary day, but it's like super dark behind me. I'm not 100% sure why, to be honest. It's rainy here, a little drizzly. So that's one reason I'm not positive if I'm going to go into work later this afternoon or if I'm just going to go tomorrow. Maybe the better option. MJ, played your game today? Or have you had to suffer with it due to other things you had to do? All right, let's see. There you go. Okay, oops, I said last stitch. We need to change colors. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go yarn and change colors by slip stitching into the back loop only of the previous stitch. Like this, Okay. So I'm gonna try to get that skull pattern in a little bit and see what it looks like, to see if that's what I'm gonna work on in later on's live stream or what. All right, cut that. Now I need to tie a knot in this, if I can figure out which ones to tie the knot into. All right. Whoa. Huh? What is it? I don't know. I think it's these two, so that's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna cut the tail a little bit more. Okay. All right. Don't need any of those tails right now. Anyway. Oh, hi, MDL. Hi, MDL Crochet. Can you please remind me, is your name Michael? Is that right? Or am I crazy? Yes, Michael. Okay, thank you. It's been a minute, so I was like, I had to remember for sure, and I did not want to say the wrong thing. But welcome. Thank you for popping in. I'm working on this little nurse frontline hero teddy bear today. I've got a sew on his arm. It's just chilling there for now. But this is what we're working on here today. So I'm just his arms. Let's see. I was talking about Tunisian crochet earlier. I was saying there are so many things, you know, to learn. Even the people that have been crocheting, because I've only been crocheting for 2 years. The people that have been crocheting for even, 30 years, they even still have new stitches and new things to learn. There's always new kinds of crochet and new stitches and, all kinds of things to learn. Right, switch over to the scrub color, and then that's row 4. Whoops. And then front loop only, 1 and an increase. Okay, awesome. 1 and an increase. So if you guys crochet and you're interested, Michael MDL Crochet in the chat here does Tunisian crochet, which is just like, it's so mesmerizing just to even watch it. So even if you don't crochet, it's really, really fun to just watch. But he does some beautiful work, so you guys should definitely check him out. Absolutely beautiful work. And I always love to see just in general, like diversity in the crochet space. And I love to see men crocheting and all kinds of different people crocheting and people from all over, all nationalities and all races and all genders. And it's just really neat. Crochet a limiting thing. Anybody can crochet. Definitely had people come in here and be like, I'm a boy, I can't crochet. And I'm like, yes, you can. What do you mean? You absolutely can. You know how many absolutely so successful male crocheters there are? There are so many, basically like designer crocheters, And so, it's crazy. I'm like, no, don't limit yourself. Absolutely do it. For sure, it's always a learning. That's why I want to get 418 Tunisian stitches out there for all to get through. Yes! All 418. Wow. You're already subscribed. You want to learn? Yes, I know. I think we talked about Michael's channel one time, MJ. I think I was like, look at this Tunisian crochet, isn't it cool? Or something like that. Because it is. It's so neat. Okay, 1 increase, 1 increase. Got it. All right. Forgot for a second the pattern. But yeah, there's so many. Hi, Flutter. You're good. You're good. Thank you for popping in. 1. I appreciate it. Even if you just pop in for a second, I appreciate it because I understand. I definitely do that. And a lot of times I'll pop in. Hi, I'm here. I'm doing something else, but I'm listening and I'm here. And that means I've given you a like and, all those things. All right. All right. So we did that. Now we just need to do loop only, 1 single crochet. Okay. 1 single crochet. Back loop only? Yeah. I know I just said that. I had to verify, you guys. I get distracted. Get so distracted. Oh, thank you, Flutter. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I do that all the time. Pop in, give it a like. Sometimes I don't even say, I'll just pop in and give it a like if I'm really in a hurry. That's my automatic habit. I automatically just hit the like button on people's videos, open it. if it's especially somebody that I watch all the time and I know, you know, I just do it to help them out. But especially on the lives and stuff. Let's see what else. So yeah, my doctor's went well yesterday. I'm all good and healthy, and finally got all my little stuff straight. Just got to get my ID done so I can change my name for the filing. But other than that, everything is good. And what else we got to do? So we're having some friends for the Super Bowl, so that'll be nice. And what else are we gonna do? I'm gonna try to like get my beaded crochet stuff started before the Super Bowl, so I can just sit there and work on it instead of having to string the beads during the Super Bowl. I don't want to be doing that because I can't really look up very much. But we're gonna do that. Coming over Saturday night and then gonna hang out Sunday. I'm not sure. It depends probably if they have Monday. I don't know. What am I crocheting? Hello, Decor Dreams Corner. I am working on this little FrontLine Hero teddy bear, which again, if anybody's interested in making one of these, it is a free pattern. There are you can Google it and find a written version, or you can search here on YouTube, and there are 2 different creators who have made videos making it. I'm going with the written one. I did consult the video to make the hat, but other than that, I have gone with the written one, and it seems to be going well. So yeah, I'm working on this little guy. We have one more arm to make, and then we will be pretty much done. We have to sew them on. That's what I do too. Pop in, yes, when I can, and chat if I can, but now I have to go. Clara's done with the oil change. Got a lot of errands to do. See you later. Thank you for popping in, Michael. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. That's the thing to do, you guys. Even if you can't stay sometimes, you know, if it's a creator you know, want to help out and, you know, appreciate, even just popping in for a second saying hi, or just popping in to give a like without even saying anything, you know, all those things help your favorite creators out. All right, so that was 5. I did not write that or hit the button, but that was 5. Okay, so now I need to do 2 more rows of just singles in both loops. All right, so 4 more rows and we're done with the arms. Whoops, knocked my yarn off the couch, but that's okay. It can hang out there if it wants. Single crochet. Yeah, but Michael does awesome stuff. That Tunisian crochet is it's like mesmerizing to watch. It really is. It's beautiful. And the outcome is beautiful too. Like, don't get me wrong, the finished piece is amazing, but just watching it is just like, whoa. I don't know, it's so cool. I have a problem here. Like, I can crochet like okay on camera. Like, if I had flipped this around and I was crocheting now, I'd be okay probably. But when I try to do micro crochet on camera, I don't know, I mess up a lot, and I do that and I don't know why. And so like even my little short that I made with my micro beaded crochet time, like not messing up that many beads in a row, because even the problem is like not like messing up as much as, I guess what I'm messing up is it's really hard to get my hook into the stitches because I have tight tension, and because they are so tiny with that 0.75 millimeter hook. So it just ends up being a little bit of a fussy situation. And so it's hard to get like a smooth shot of you putting several beads on without like messing that up when you have such tight tension. But you know, I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. And also it's like that thing is in my way a little bit. It's not too bad, but it's in my way a little bit. Oops, I hit 7 when I was not supposed to. I'm still on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just need to do one more round here. So that's 2 rounds, and then 2 more, and then I'm actually done with the arms. Yay! Awesome. This is going to be delivered tomorrow. I think they work tomorrow. Friday? Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure they work tomorrow, so I will have to let them know in a little bit that it will be done. I'm just trying to so since I'm not shipping this, I'm not 100% sure how I should package it. Should I package it like I'm shipping it? Because I know the person that I'm giving to is giving it to someone else as a gift. So I know that they're going to open it and look at it because they're obviously want to see what the thing is. So I definitely can't like seal it up, but should still put it in a box with tissue paper and all my little like business stuff. Like I feel like I probably I'm gonna put the business stuff, but like should I wrap it up into a box? You know, I don't know. You're gonna be starting the Japan. So cute. Use a 2.5 nervous because the hook I'm used to is 4. Let me look at mine. I think I just used that size. Hold on. I think I was using that size earlier when I made the ears for this this bear. I was using a 2.2. It says 2/2.25. I've never seen that before. I don't actually have a 2.5, dude. But this is very close. 2.25 is very, very, very close. MJ, I'll be honest with you. I don't think, what kind of yarn are you using? If you're using acrylic, you'll be fine. Because I just did that morning. So when I made, I don't think you were here when I said this. When I made this, you make holes in the hat right here so that the ears fit through. So the ears aren't sewn on top. They're actually like you can remove the hat and like the ears are still there. So I made the ears with the same hook that I was using to make everything else. And I tried to see if they would fit through the holes of the hat, and I didn't think they would fit. I think they were just a little too big. Even when I like folded them, I think they were going to stay like this if I had left them that size. So I used that tiny 2.25 hook and made these ears. And I don't know, you can probably tell like they're a little smaller than these stitches, but they're really not that much. Let me pop it this way. They're not bad. They're not really that much smaller than those. So if you're using a cotton or an acrylic, yeah, you're using a cotton, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Don't stress. I think you'll be just fine. Because like I said, they're not that much smaller, the stitches themselves. The piece just comes out a little bit smaller, but the stitches aren't really that much smaller with just that size of a hook. So I've found that, at least so far, using like the only thing difference I think between using a 4 and this time I used a 3.25 millimeter hook for this one instead of a 4, and my decreases are so much like there's no big gaping holes. So I'm definitely going to use that from now on with my acrylic yarn. My pieces may be a little bit small, but at least they won't have a hole where the decreases are. So yeah. And I was so worried I wasn't going to get the hat to fit and the mask fit, but I did alter the mask just a little bit. I had to add like 3 stitches to make it fit around the ears, but that was it. And then the hat, I was going to redo the hat so the ears would fit, but then I said, no, let me redo the ears because they're easier. So I tried that and I was like, oh, that'll work. So yeah, I think you'll be fine. But yep, it's a pretty good pattern so far. Like I said, it's a couple things I had to change about it, but that may be, tension and stuff like that. So we're on 6. This is round 2 of 6. Okay. And then what? Single and a decrease. Okay. Excellent. Single and decrease. That's next. Single. Can't wait till I don't have to wear a sweater every day. Because I only have like so many shirts. That's why I'm always in the same ones. Like I usually always have obviously have a different shirt on it, but like I only have like 4 hoodies, I think. And 2 of them, my husband's, so they're like super oversized. So I don't wear those as often. But they're comfy, but I just don't wear them as often on here anyway. And so and I don't know where one of them is. And so I'll be so excited when I not have to wear sweatshirts and layers all the time. Be cold. All right, so we're on to 7. Like I said, single and a decrease. Awesome. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay, just choking to death for a brief moment, but I'm good. Oh shoot, I forgot to stitch marker back in. Hold on. I think right here is fine. I don't think it really matters. I'm not changing the thing. All right, then we do our decrease. That was my 1. Is the decrease. goodness. All right. I hope I don't get sick from just going to the doctor's office, though, because, you know, germs. There was one guy that walked in and they were like, have you had any cold symptoms and flu symptoms? Have you been around anybody with COVID? And he was like, well, I do have a sore throat and I do have off and I do. I was like, oh my God, you were supposed to cancel your appointment. What are you doing here? Don't get me sick. Don't come over here, please. I don't want it. I've been sick enough this year. I've been sick enough in January for the whole rest of the year, definitely. Definitely. We're like the youngest people at my doctor's office, I swear. It's all old people, older people. I think that's one reason my doctor knows who I am out of all the people, because we're like some of the only young people. She was, how's married life? As soon as she walked in, I was like, oh, she recognizes my name on the chart now, doesn't he? All right, let's see. 7. Oh, one more row. Yay! All right. So excited this is almost done. And then I also got my yarn in for the eyes on the dragon and the bunny rabbit, which yes, I still have, because those commissions aren't due until September. Technically, I'm going to give them to her before then, but I had to wait for the yarn to come. So I need to try to embroider those eyes later. I'm just nervous about it because embroidery is not my strong suit, and I just want them to look really nice because the rest of it looks nice. And you know, eyes and face make or break. So I'm hoping that the dragon looks good, even though it has face shaping, and I'm hoping that the bunny looks good, even though, and I'm hoping the nose and everything is able to be put exactly in the center of it, which times is hard to do with crochet. So hopefully everything will work out. Do I still have some of that pink for the nose? I hope so. I think I do. Oh, I know. I want to show you guys what I got the other day at the Dollar Tree. I didn't actually show you guys yet. So let me go grab that and we'll be right back. Take me a second. All right, let's see. Grab this. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys this as well. Okay. So, hey baby. All right. So we have a basket of goodies. First of all, I'll show you this. This is not from the Dollar Tree, but I bought this thinking that it was regular weight acrylic, and it's not. It is a bulky weight acrylic. It's gorgeous. It's yellow, green, peach, pink, purple, blue. Absolutely gorgeous. It's big, big twist flourish. And the color is bright rainbow stripe. But I'm just not sure what I'm going to use it on. Oh, hi, Pets World. Yes, I have been. It's okay. It's okay. I've been on for a little bit. Send me that yarn, please. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? But I thought that it was going to be this size. And as you can see, it is not that size. It is quite a bit thicker. So I'm not positive what in the heck I'm going to do with it, because I only have one. I could make some bunnies out of it or something, but I don't know how frequent the color change is, and I don't know. The bunnies only may end up being 1 or 2 colors, you know? And the thing is, I have all this to make bunnies with. You guys, I was so excited. I literally walked out. CMJ, I told you, with an arm full of yarn. I wasn't joking. So the other day, I have been looking for this yarn at the Dollar Tree for literally years. I have looked at my local Dollar Tree and they did not have it. And I've only ever seen this one in my local Dollar Tree one time. And I bought 4 skeins because that's all they had, I think. Well, no, they had more, but I bought 4. And I tried it out. I liked it. I made these peeps. It was great. And then they never got another bit of it. And so I was like, I've looked in every Dollar Tree I've ever stopped in multiple towns. And I finally found a Dollar Tree over an hour away that had all the colors. So these are the colors that I picked. And a headband, right? So I got all of these. I picked out these colors. They have emerald green and a red and some other color, but I didn't need those, so I didn't get those. I just got 2 of, wait a minute, that's not right. There's one more color. Hold on. I got 2 of each. So I got 2 pink, 2 dark pink, 2 purple, 2 green, 2 blue, 2 yellow. And what I plan on doing with at least some of these is making Easter peeps and Easter eggs. So I think I can make at least 2 peeps per skein. There are only 65 yards in here, but I can make at least 2 peeps, and for $1.25, can't beat that. So yeah, I literally, though, you guys, I walked up to my husband the other day because I had forgotten my wallet in the car because I didn't think I was going to find anything in there. And I wasn't thinking about there being yarn. Like I've looked for it for so long, like I didn't think it was going to happen. So I just walked in there, and then I found the yarn, and I started piling it up in my arms, and I counted, and I got my right amount, and I went over to my husband like this, and I was like, I'm so ashamed. And he just laughed at me. He was like, I'll cover you. And I was like, thank you. So he bought it for me until I pay him back for it. But yeah, thought you were reading. But yeah, hold on, Arthur, don't jump on my yarn, honey. Don't jump on the yarn. But I'm excited about that yarn. So I can make Valentine's things, Easter things, but I'm so excited. The thing is, I have to go all the way to the Michaels because it's like near the Michael, which is over an hour away to get it. But at least I know where it is now. That's the important thing. I know where to get it now. All right, so this is 8. So I think I'm done now, right? Let me double check the arms. And where did my little guy go? Here he is. I need my little guy, Arthur. He's tangled on you. Okay, I got him. All right, let's see. Is this enough, or do we need to do one more round here? Gosh, choking again. But we need one more round. Okay. I see that now. Oops, this is in my way, in my way, in my way. In my way, in my way. Well, how are you doing, Pets World? Are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better than you were the other day. You're going to rewrite it soon. You go to your own room. There were too many spelling mistakes. I'm missing. I missed what you said before that. Oh, you Pets World, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that's how I was the first week and a half of January. I was like that. So I totally understand. I'm sorry. Ooh, got a new post by Jenna on Patreon. Which reminds me, there are some things I need to save in there real soon. I gotta remind my husband to help me print the things out. I keep forgetting to remind him. And today is not the day to remind him because he's not coming home till 10. I forget what time of class, but I don't think he's coming home till about 10. He got home early last night from class, though. They didn't stay. Since it was the first day, they didn't do that much. So he actually got home at like 8:30 last night, but he won't be home until about 10 tonight. So like I said, I'm gonna definitely stream later. I'm just not sure when, and 100% sure what I'm gonna make yet. If I can get the pattern for the squirrel's ball, do all that, then, and it looks good, then I'll do that. But we'll see, because that's my commission are the 2 squirrels. And thankfully, the brown that I used for this teddy bear is also going to be used for part of the squirrels. So it worked out really nicely because I needed 3 shades of brown to do the squirrels. So now I have 3 shades of brown. Sorry, you guys. I still have a lingering illness. Arthur, you're laying on it, baby. I'm sorry. Okay. He's looking at me like, Mom. I know you guys looking at me like, Mom, why is yarn moving under me? All right, that look good? Let's see. Does it look funky? No, I think it looks good. Okay. Let's see. I think we are, except for sewing them on, which, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that right this second, because sometimes I don't like to sew on camera because I feel like I tend to, I don't know, I can't focus, and I like to really pay attention when I'm sewing things on so that I make sure that I sew on evenly. So, aww. He is so cute, you guys. Sorry. All right, here we go. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Here he is, our little frontline bear. His little face under here. Put your mask back on. There you go. Isn't he cute though? Aw. This turned out good, you guys. I'm so glad. Let me try to take a little thumbnail. I don't know if we'll use it, but we got it just in case. Sorry. All right, sorry, I was just fixing the screen. Anyway, but there he is. I'm so glad. Like I said, I didn't know if this worked. Oh, Pets World, I'm sorry. I know, sometimes things can be kind of awkward when you don't know what to say, right? But you've known her for almost 2 years, so that's something, but still. Just don't know what to do. Yeah, that's true. And she wanted to pay for shipping and all that on there. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too. And she may not know how much that kind of thing might be too, because you and me have looked into it. And unfortunately, we know that it's very, very, very expensive to ship out of country. So, she may not be aware of that. You never know. But I don't know. Yeah, he's so cute, you guys. I love him. I'm so glad this turned out good. I think they did good in this color for the scrubs. Like I said, I think that's what the girl wears, are these colored scrubs. So my husband said, I don't know if he wanted a mask on it. And I said, he can take it off. And then I said, the other thing is, or she can take it off. And I said, the other thing is, the picture I sent him was it literally just this. So, which I think mine's pretty cute. Some of the ones that I saw, I'm not going to lie, some of the embroidery on them was a little bit sketchy. This one's not too bad. Like this one actually pretty good compared to the embroidery that I saw on most of them. But to me, the big nose looks more like a koala bear than a teddy bear. So that's the only thing about that. Like she lives in Canada and different money. Pets World's like, I'm trying to get rich over here. We have to go eat dinner now. Bye. The blue's better than the green, I think. Yeah, I think they made a good choice. I think it looks nice. That's so cute, you guys. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this on this. I gotta cut the yarn first. I don't know that I cut the yarn. Did I? No. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna cut the yarn. Fasten off here. And I'm not sure what size hook they recommended using on this project, but I think they said like a 3.5, but I didn't have that, so I did 3.25, and that worked just fine. I think smaller would be better than bigger, and it was. So, pop you back on there, and then later on we'll sew you on. Hopefully when I sew these on later, I'll get in the mood to do the embroidery for the eyes too. That would be the goal. And then I got to decide how to package this up for tomorrow. Ooh, I'm so happy with it. Like I said, I was nervous about the pattern and everything because I just never made anything that had the little outfit and the mask and the hat and the holes and the things. And so I'm so glad it worked out. All right, now on to something different. I think I'm going to pull out my beaded crochet for just a bit. So for those who were here earlier, I mentioned that I had been working on micro beaded crochet, which is this, which is done with a 0.75 millimeter hook, so less than 1 millimeters. This one is a flame pattern. And that is what I was doing again. However, I improperly strung beads because I thought I had the pattern memorized and I did not. So I improperly strung over 1,000 beads. And due to that, and due to the fact that these orange beads and these pink beads are so hard, like they're orange and pink on, very difficult to tell them apart. So due to those factors, I am not going to undo this and separate the beads out. It's just too much, and I will probably end up messing up the. So, hi Chris. So, in that case, what I'm going to do is keep going, and I'm probably just going to give this away to a friend. I'll probably buy some chapstick and put it in there and give it away to a friend. It still looks cool. It's just not the proper kind. So I think I'm going to give it to my friend as a present or to my boss. I think what I'm going to do is make like a little bag with like get some chapstick to put in here first of all, and then make like a little self-care basket or something for him. I think that's what I want because they've both been going through a lot. I think that would be nice. So yeah. Doot, doot, doot. Thank you. Thank you, Shota. All right, let's see. Oh, Chris, I don't know if you got to see it. Hold on. We finished our bear. Well, I didn't sew the yarn yet, but I'm going to do that off camera. So ignore the yarn wrapped around his hip area. But here he is. Isn't it cute? Or isn't she cute? Little nurse bear. Cute, cute, cute. I want my doctor. I want to make something for my doctor one day because I just love her. And I told her that I wanted to make something for her new baby, but then I realized that she has 3 other children and that they're all going to want something. And she was like, you're exactly right. And so if I make something for them, I got to make it for all of them. But I could make her something she could keep in her office, you know. And she does actually wear scrubs, so it might actually work for her. But yes, and I got to use my safety noses, which I don't get to use all that often. So that was nice. Like I said, the whites on the eyes are always really nice. If you have just plain black safety eyes and you want to give it a little pop, definitely put the white on the sides. It definitely adds a little bit of something. But yeah, for now we're just gonna chill with this. It's probably gonna make my hands hurt after a while, but we're gonna go with it for a bit. And then I'm gonna take a break, do a little bit of cleaning around the house for our guests that's coming over this weekend, and then make sure I got clean blankies, pillowcases, and all that stuff for them. And what else? Then I'll probably go live again later. Like I said, we'll see about the squirrel pattern. If not, I'll work on this and finish this up because I would like to go and finish this up and restring more beads before like bowl and stuff so that I can work on it during the Super Bowl. So we will see how that goes. Hopefully we will string them in the right order this time. Like I said, after I make this 1 or 2 more times in 2 different designs, I think then I'm going to either buy a new pattern from Gracie, or I'm going to try YouTube patterns, or I'm going to the other one, but something like that. I have a whole playlist of beaded crochet, like different things. Like I think some of them are patterns, I think some of them are like stitches, tips, tricks, all kinds of little things like that. So I need to like look at that and see what's on there and see if there's something on there I can probably make it now that I have all the materials. That would be nice. But like I said, I think I'm starting to grasp that as long as I can measure how many beads around thing is, I could make any kind of cover for almost anything. The only thing about the lighter case is I don't know that I have a bottom to it, but I don't think it would need to. As long as it's tight enough, it shouldn't. Like this one I didn't give a bottom to because I wanted more yellow at the bottom. I didn't finish it out like this one would leave in the end, so ignore that. But this one has a bottom to it, but you don't have the bottom to it. So if I do the lighter cover, I think that it would be fun to be like this. As long as it's tight enough, it would be fun. I just need to get like a standard Bic lighter. I don't think I have, I think maybe I have a standard Bic lighter somewhere. I have those like candle lighters. I don't smoke, so I don't have like a lighter. But I think I have some candle lighters. So I need to get like a Bic style lighter if I don't have one, and measure it and see. And then I would love to do that. I'd love to make my own designs. That would be really cool. If I was better with drawing with my iPad, it would be easy, but I'm not that great at it. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do all that necessarily. Okay, cool. Holy crap. Money, 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 money. I'm getting money. Awesome, thank you. Ooh, hold on, I got a text from my employer. My boss's boss. We're gonna answer that. Thank you very much. Today, so she's mailing it today. Awesome. All right, cool. I had to figure out when I was getting paycheck. but I figured it out. Very soon is the answer. Very soon. Okay. Ooh, a bunch of clear beads, and I can't believe I fudged up the order to these. I mean, it makes perfect sense how I did it, but I just could have swore beads E and F were the background colors last time, but no, that was definitely was not right. I'm trying to see if I want to do, I don't know, I guess it's all going to depend on what we do later. If I do up close or if I do like the same style live. And it may time I do it as well. We might do subscribers only mode if we need to, if there's like a problem or anything. I will turn that on. I have no problem doing that now that I know how. I'm definitely going to do that more often actually. And let's see, what else can we do other than this and the squirrel? I think that's it. I'm not ready to work on Easter things yet, so we gotta put a pause on that with our new yarn, but soon enough. I'm hoping to make little sets of peeps in all the different colors. I think that's going to be adorable. Because last year I could only make certain ones. Yes, we love paychecks. Yes, we do. It's going to be my biggest one in a minute because it's going to be on for several weeks. So just gotta do it well and I'll be fine. I'm not used to getting this much at once. I'm used to smaller amounts more frequently. But this time I'm getting a large amount less frequently. So, but I can't complain. I'm getting paid. That's all I can do. Is I'm thankful to still have somewhat of a job. So, because they definitely did not have to keep me working there while they're not there, but they are. So I'm very grateful. I think they're scared to lose me. I think they, which I'm grateful. They don't want to go start working somewhere else and not come back if they come back. So I think they're trying to hold on to me, which is sweet. Because we try to hire like extra help other than just me, and they were like, "No, we only want a." So it was sweet. I think they like me because they're comfortable with me and they know me, and they just like me, so that's good. But they seem to be doing pretty well, and hopefully I'm going to go visit them very soon in the next week or two. I would love to go see my boss and her husband. If we can leave, that'll be the thing, because he loves to talk. Like he's never met a stranger in his life. Like any restaurant, any store, anything, he's gonna talk to somebody, at least one person. And he just, I don't know, he talked to the wall, man. He's so sweet. They're such sweet people. They like give you the shirt off their back, like the nicest kind of people. And that's what I always say about them. Is like they're truly the nicest people. They're nicer than a lot of like my own like family, you know. They're great. But you know, they're old hippies, and old hippies are like that, right? You know, they're just sweet, caring, giving folks. I was saying the other day, I had posted a picture of my boss and her husband when they were younger, and that she had showed me, and I was saying this was when she was younger, and they were saying she looks cool, and I was like, she is. She's an old hippie lady, and her husband is too, and like her husband he moved out here in the middle of the forest, basically, and lived in a tent for years, and then built a cabin and lived in that, and then married, and then built a house, you know, like all this stuff. So he is quite the hippie man, just living out in the woods for years. I can't imagine, especially out here in North Carolina. It gets hot and it gets cold, man. I have to ask him, what did you do really cold? Did you go to a friend's, or did you just stay in your tent? Because I've never really asked him too much about that period of his life. I think I've asked him about like when he lived in the cabin, and which the cabin's quite small as well, but still, at least it's a nice cabin. Still. All right. Luna Lovegood. I love Luna Lovegood. I haven't seen those movies in so long, but I do like Luna. And I never read all the books. I read like half of them, I think. when I got a little, then I never finished reading the whole series exactly. Monday though. If I get some time to read. Hard to read and crochet because I don't want to be turning pages while I'm crocheting. Alright, there we go. Okay. Here's what we're looking like. It's like I said, it still looks cool. It's just not the design that we were going for. Here's the hook in case you guys did not see it earlier. That's how small it is. I really can't even tell there's a hook on there. It's 0.5 millimeters, so less than 1 millimeter in thickness. Which I honestly haven't found that much harder than crocheting with like a 1.15 millimeter or whatever. I mean, a little, but not too bad. First thing about making this for me is when I do the initial chaining process, making that chain isn't turning is difficult when it's so thin, and it's hard to differentiate the back and the front of the chain sometimes with the super thin thread. That can be a problem, but other than that, I really enjoy it. And once you get started with the beading process, it's not bad. Through the first 3 to 4 rows or so, not too bad. And I think this one actually may have been twisted, but I fixed it at the beginning. And another thing that's difficult when you first start with these is making the top even. So like that first chain you make has to be very tight. And then when you crochet into it the next round, you have to be very careful not to stretch out the stitches. Otherwise, you're going to have like stretched out stitches up here at the very top of your piece. Gracie's pattern, the lady who makes these, Gracie Simpson, she actually has a little round loop at the top of her chapstick holder pattern. But I tried that again. The very first time I tried the pattern, I tried that and I was having such a hard time with it, decided to skip it because I knew I could add like my own thing like that if I want, own loop afterwards. So I didn't do the loop. I would like to go back and try it with the loop in the pattern though, so I should do that at some point. Oh boy, hold on. Got a knot going and I don't like it. We got to fix that. It's the first time I've actually almost gotten a knot. Okay. Phew. Okay. What I have to do now is slide my beads down so that I have some more space to crochet. Because right now I feel like this much. So I need to straighten these out. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Around my knee so that it's straighter. There we go. All right, slide these down at least part of the way, and then we will continue. You will not know it, especially with this size 10 crochet thread. So like if you shop at Walmart for yarn and you see the size 30 crochet thread that people use for doilies, this is not that. This is even smaller than that. So it really gets tangled. It twists up on itself. The worst thing that I have experienced with it, like this. Oops, no, it's not going to do that because I undid it. But like this, it twists up on itself, and that scares me every time I see that because I'm like, ah. But yeah, this stuff is super thin, but it's tons of it on here. So I'm not even sure how many yards. I saved the paper. I should see how much is really in here because it's a ton. I have to get a second. Food. Took food on the run, huh? Take it and run. I saw the cutest video of these otters this morning, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll send it to you if you message me because it's so cute. It will just make your day. But he's the cutest otter, and he's like shaking his little tail and like a puppy dog. And then I don't know, it's so cute. And he's like grunting, and I don't know, it's adorable. It makes you want a little otter, okay? And I also saw this video the other day of an otter who brought this fisherman his rock, and like apparently that's a big deal because they use rocks as tools, and so they have like special rocks that are like kind of their prized possessions. They're their tools. And so he showed the fisherman the rock. He like put it on the pier and then like let him look at it. He swam around and then he went back and picked up his rock and went on his way. I was like, oh, otters are so cute. And they hold hands. I mean, how cute is that? Yes, you have the number 10. That's what you tangled. Oh, yes. Exactly. That's size 10. Dude. Why did I think about otters or food? I have no idea, but for some reason I did. Oh, I think it's because maybe the otter was eating or something. I don't know, but it was cute. I think it's these people that take care of like abandoned otters or something. I don't know, but they were feeding it with a bottle and its little tail was wagging and it was adorable. So cute. I showed MJ and I showed my husband and they were like, I want an otter. And I was like, I know. I do too now. Bye, Chris. Busy, busy woman. Busy, busy bee. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's almost 1. I'm almost out of here too in a little bit. Just gonna chill for a little longer and then I will go and other stuff and then come back later. Like I said, I'm not sure what time, but when I figure it out, I'll let you know. And we will come back later and either do an up close micro beaded crochet or start working on the squirrels. That's the only 2 things I could think to do right this second. And that's what I need to do. So we will do one of those. You love beavers. Ooh, we have those around here. Unfortunately, they cause some issues. Like they, build dams and like block up our ponds and rivers and stuff. So that's a problem. But I remember the first time I ever saw the beavers in our pond, and I walked to the pond and I was like, what is that? I had no clue what it was until it turned around and flapped its tail on the water. I had no clue what it was. I was like, is that an alligator? What is that? And because I mean, like, there shouldn't be alligators out here, but like, I guess there could be. And so, because there are not that many hundreds like the other way. But I was like, okay, is that an alligator? And then it started swimming the other way, and then it turned around and like smacked his tail on the water, and I was like, oh, it's beaver. And there were 2 of them, and they were just swimming back and forth, hanging out with each other. I was like, oh my god, they did not know I was there apparently because they were just chilling, and I've never seen them since then. I've only seen them once. Never seen a beaver. Wait, 2 lives in a row? Yes, I am. Mac has class today, so he's not going to be home until like 10. So after I get done cleaning the house a little bit, I'm going to be back to crocheting. So yes, I am going to go live again, but I'm not sure what time it's. I'm not sure that it will be like, I might turn on subscriber only so that I don't have to deal with like too many people. Because it'll be a later stream and that leads to a different group of people and more people and stuff like that sometimes. So I think I'm gonna probably turn on subscriber only mode since I know how to do that. And yeah, then we will have a chat. I just don't know if I should I do subscriber only mode, or should I do you have to be subscribed for like 15 minutes before you talk? I don't know which one I want to do. I kind of think I want to do the 15-minute, but I don't know at the same time because that always frustrates me. When it's like a crochet and I want to say hi and like I can't. So maybe I'll just do subscriber only. And that way they have to subscribe to say anything in the chat. So yeah. So only subscribers can comment, but then you gotta do that. So you have to be subbed for more than 20 minutes, and people don't just sub and comment. Yes, exactly. That's what I was saying. I wasn't sure which one I was gonna do yet. Because I know people can just sub and then comment and they get blocked easily. I know that's a thing, but it's I think helps like a small amount, but not quite as much, obviously, as like doing the 20-minute or 15-minute or whatever it is thing. I literally just figured out how to do it. I Googled it because I was like, how do people do that? And then I was like, oh, I see. You got to hit the little chat button over there, and then you got to like community settings, and then okay. So I figured it out. And then you can also turn off the chat, all that good stuff, which I'm not going to do that, but unless there was like no moderators, and at that point I feel like I might just, and it was bad, then at that point I'd probably just get off, I probably wouldn't just stay on with the chat off, but I don't know. So something like that. But yeah, that's a smart idea just because it's going to be later on, especially if it's after like 5 or 6. Definitely going to turn that on. Just to just to protect myself a little bit because we've had some meanies recently, not gonna lie. Mostly just strange stuff, but also, you know. So thankfully, about 99.8% of it makes me giggle. So it makes me giggle. I like the word giggle, by the way. That's one of my favorite words. Giggle. It's just fun to say. Also the bubble, but more so giggle. Giggle, giggle, giggle. How long in the live? Because I might be sleeping. I don't know, Pets World. It won't be for another, like, I can't imagine I would go live again for until after, let's see, it's now 2, 3, probably like 3 hours from now, I would imagine. So you might actually be asleep. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking somewhere around like 4, but it may be closer to 5 or 6. I don't know yet. It just totally depends on what I'm doing. It's not going to take me that long to clean up. It never does. So, I don't know. And then, like I said, I need to figure out what I'm going to work on, if the squirrel pattern look good or not. Because it's exactly 7, yeah. Yeah, you'll be asleep. Aw, you have a chicken named Bubble. Oh, you do? I don't think I knew that. How did I not know that? Oh my goodness. I know about Lala, but I don't think I knew about Bubble. My gracious. Yes, I love the word bubble. I don't think I'll have the things in my bedroom at my parents' house that was on the wall, because I had like some of my favorite like words on there. And giggle and bubble were definitely on there. Some of my favorites. Oh, she makes huge eggs. Well, you know, that kind of makes sense. Eggs, big eggs, like bubbles. I know my dad the other day, he was like, "I'm some more chickens," and I was like, "Oh, okay," because he's upset about egg prices. So, "Oh, okay, you're gonna get you some more chickens, huh?" He's like, "Yeah." So, okay. Well, if you get some more chickens and you have some more eggs, let me know. I'll take some. I'll pay you for them. Just, you give me a discount. That'd be dope. We don't eat eggs a lot at our house, but they're nice to have to, like, with and stuff, right? So I eat them sometimes. Like, I get in moods. That's just how I am in general with my ADHD. I get in moods where I eat certain things for like several weeks, and then I get tired of them. Then I move on to something else. Since we got chickens, we have gotten 3 eggs with 2 yolks. I can't remember how many we have had. I think I have to ask my dad if he knows. I think we've had at least 2, but I'm not sure if we've had more than 2 or not. I think we started getting chickens when I was around middle school, so like 7th or 8th grade, I believe. Something like that. Yeah, probably 8th grade, I think, because I think that's when we took them to the fair, was when I was in either in 8th grade or 9th grade. And we ended up winning, I think, first place and place for the 2 chickens that we brought. And actually, I think we got 3, so I'm not sure how. One of them must have won 2 things. But we got 2 ribbons, or 3 ribbons, and placed at least twice. And they were the biggest chickens there by far. I don't know what it is with this farm and the water here or something, but good Lord, they were like huge compared to the other roosters that they had. And we ended up selling the roosters, one because it was to a farm though, not a butcher. They were able to just live and go be baby making chickens. And they were too old and everything. Nobody would have hurt them like that. And that we wouldn't have sold them to be hurt. So anyway, they were sold to be daddy chickens. No, hey, what do you want? You need quit. Stop. What do you need? You okay? You need something? Yeah, I didn't think so. We'll take you on a walk, even though not yet. Hold on. When we're done in just a few minutes, we'll take you on one. It's raining right now, but we're gonna take you on one anyway. We just have to wear our rain jacket. I was absolutely terrified of chickens. And now all the time. Oh, that is funny. I don't know why I wanted chickens. We got chickens. My dad got them because I wanted to have. I think it was because, especially, I was like super into like being real country and like being from the country, especially like around that kind of age. And so I was like really into it. And I think I just wanted like a farm animal on our farms. I lived on a farm, like an old farm. We just don't have animals anymore. I was like, I want animals, and chickens were one of the easier animals that my parents were like, oh, we might too. Like I said horses, and they were like, no, and I said other thing, no, you know. But chickens, they were like, maybe, we get eggs, that kind of thing. And so we ended up getting chickens. I can't remember how many we had to start with. Oh, thank you. I need to wash it. Today is hair washing day. That's true. I need to wash it tonight before I go to bed. It's hair washing day, Arthur. I try not to wash it super, super, super often because, well, I have naturally curly hair, and so it gets really dry and frizzy really easy, so I try not to wash it super often. And I also, like, usually hate my hair the next day after I wash it. It's still, like, I don't know, it's, like, too dry, so I usually like it, like, on day 2. Definitely need to wash it. I need to embrace my curly hair, which I'm going to try to do this summer, but so much work and so many products and so many things. Just want my hair to be straight like everybody else's all the time. No. Hi, Winsome, thank you. Everybody screaming because your cousin and chickens and they free roam, and you went to check to see if they were all there, and they started running after me. Oh no! You started screaming. Oh no! It can be scary. Like, I've had a rooster chase after me, and they can have this on the back of their legs or feet or whatever. Those like daggers. Man, they jump up and like kick you with them. It's like how they defend themselves. That and their beak, obviously. And they can really hurt you. Like, they stabbed my grandpa's leg with that one time when he was here, like looking after him when we were on vacation. The rooster literally stabbed my grandpa in the leg with his little horn thing. And so anyway, needless to say, that rooster didn't hear that long. We had to get rid of him and give him away because he was mean. We had one that chased after Arthur one time, and I was like, oh heck no. I was so mad at that rooster. I mean, I know it's an animal, it doesn't necessarily, but I was mad. I was like, don't you dare chase after my dog, my animals, my cat, anything. Because he could have really hurt Arthur. Say it's bad to wash your hair too often. Yes, I was told my hairdresser to wash it every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Use dry shampoo in between, which sounded gross to me at first, but washing damages hair. Yes, I wash like once or twice a week at the most, which is gross as hell to some people, but I'm just being honest. I wash once to twice a week. My hair does not get. I used to use Win, which was like a conditioning shampoo, which didn't have like regular shampoo, so it didn't like suds up on you. So my hair is like more used to it. I think it was trained during time and since then to not be as oily. And so it doesn't really get that oily, to be honest. Like right now it's a little bit oily and a little flat, but it's the last day. I'm about to wash it. But and I'll do shampoo every now and again, but I really don't need it until like the very, very end. And then, okay, today I use a little dry shampoo, and then I'm good. And thankfully, like, I don't know, just every time I use dry shampoo, my husband goes, "What are you doing?" Especially if he's in bed, he hears that psst. He's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to wake you up." But the bathroom is like near, so I feel bad for the roosters. I know they're rude, but so I know. And I've had some roosters, but still. Oh no, she was riding her horse and you were screaming. Oh, that is dangerous. You bathe daily, of course, yes. But she told you every 2 weeks. Yeah, so 2 weeks is crazy to me. I must admit, 2 weeks I could not do. 2 weeks I would be like, but a week I can handle. But like I said, I've trained my hair to be used to that. And if I was doing it curly, I'd probably wash it a little bit. Well, I would at least wet it more often or wash more often. I don't know which one, because I wet it and then style it when it's curly. But my hair, I guess, is curly / wavy. It's not like super duper duper curly, but I definitely have ringlets and I definitely have a lot of wave to it. So like now my hair has been dried and straightened. It is just not normally like this. If I brush it out and blow dry it, it is huge. I look like an 80s rocker. Like, I should have been around in the 80s because I would not have to do anything to my hair but just hit it with the blow dryer for a sec and I'd be golden. No hairspray required. Well, listen, Pets World, then I don't blame you. And different countries have different, I don't know the quite word, but different, like, standards of what they find cleanly and not cleanly and how they bathe and stuff. Like in a lot of European countries, they don't bathe as often. They may not wear deodorant. They don't shave, you know. Because I remember there was a kid we went to school with, and God bless him, he was also he had Asperger's, so that was probably a lot of what this was. But he did wear deodorant, bless him, and he was a 17-year-old boy, and he wore the same shirt every day and did not wear deodorant. And so the teacher finally told his mother, like, "Hey, could you maybe help him out?" And his mother said, "No, he's from Europe, and they don't do that kind of thing." Just refused to do anything about it, which she was a substitute teacher herself. So I'm like surprised she wouldn't, like, I don't know. But that's what she said. So and the poor computer teacher was like, "I don't care what's your country, you're in my." I was like, "Oh my lord." She was like, "You're in my classroom." Uh, you don't wear it, so you have no idea anything about makeup either. My mom put some makeup in my hair. I don't know what it's called. It helps with the hair. Yeah, like you can put like powder or like powder in your hair for sure. Yeah, I used to do baby powder sometimes, especially when I was like blonde. It was easy to get away with putting a little baby powder in your hair as dry shampoo. Now it will probably show up in my darker hair, but and so I think I've seen like shorts where people have used like makeup in their hair when they didn't have baby powder, like translucent powder or whatever. Yeah, I do like makeup. I must admit, I've always liked makeup because I think it's because I used to dance and I have to wear makeup for dance, and then so I would be put in makeup, and then I started to be like, oh, I like this. Like I like the way makeup looks, and then I also just like doing makeup. Like I also just find doing makeup to be fun and kind of therapeutic also. So that it, but I've been doing it for a while since I was young and doing it was dancing, but it's fun. I like doing it. Makes me feel good. But at the same time, I realized that I could go out. Now, would I stream with makeup? Probably not. But would I go out without makeup? Absolutely. Um, I used not to be that way. I used to be like, I'm not going anywhere without makeup. But since I have met Mac and all that stuff, he kind of made me feel better about without makeup. And because well, no, I guess maybe he's the second guy to see me without makeup, maybe. But I think maybe one other person saw me with pretty much no makeup. But um, he's the first one to see me, totally without makeup stuff, which I didn't wait too long to like do that. But still, some girls never show their husbands themselves without makeup. Some women sleep in their makeup, God bless, and fix it before their husbands get up. But I'm not like that. I'm like, nope. Mac doesn't care. He loves me either way, which is great. He made me feel better about not having to wear makeup all the time. But now, like even right now, I'm wearing like powder, eyeshadow, I have lashes on, and because I like them for streaming, because otherwise it looks like I have no lashes when I stream with my lighting. And then I had on lip liner, but I think that's and blush. I don't wear like foundation and all that stuff. I wear like a powder instead. I just don't like the way it looks, I guess. It's just too much. Looks good on some people, but like I said, and I don't necessarily wear this much makeup every day, but when I stream, I wear more makeup because the lighting is so bright and because it just looks a little better. It just makes me feel a little better, which I feel like is fine. We're like identical. We both love horses and don't wear makeup, but we hate the same thing. Oh, we hate the same things and hate the same. I know what you mean. You like the same things. My mom wore makeup today, and she always asks me, "Is it clumpy?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She came home because I didn't pay attention. It looked like Donald Trump. She was so orange. Oh no! Oh no! You gotta tell her. You gotta tell her. I know I used to look a little orange on occasion because it was so hard to makeup to match me when I was in school. Like the only concealers half the time that I could match me were like these CoverGirl stick concealers that literally look like a stick. I don't know if anybody knows that, but it's like literally looks like a lipstick. They made it in flesh tones and then they made a white one and a green one. And I would sometimes have to use the white one because I was so fair and because no other like brands would have any kind of concealer especially to match me or be lighter than me or whatever. And I still am like the lightest shade and everything, and always have been. But thankfully shade ranges have improved, so it's a little easier to find stuff now. But at a certain point, I wouldn't find anything. Everything was just too dark or yellow or orange, or it was awful. I mean, I tried to make it work, and nobody ever really did too much. But I know on occasion, man. I used to wear like black eyeshadow and like black eyeliner and like black clothes. Man, my poor, the way I probably did shadow probably looked terrible on my hooded eyes. Now I know I need to go a little bit higher than my hooded eye, you know, and all this. I didn't know any of that back then, so I would just like put it down here on my eyelid, put any up here, and then I don't know, probably put some on the bottom, and then probably put all that black liner in my waterline to make myself look really cool, you know. And I thought I was cool, I guess, you know. I thought I was being edgy, you know. Quite goth makeup, but you know, definitely like alternative-y, kind of rocky, yeah, that kind of thing. Definitely went for that look. Like I had this jacket that was a Avril Lavigne jacket from Kohl's, and because she had a clothing line there, and it had like her. It was like a picture of a girl on a mic, and then it had headphones built into the jacket, which was awesome. I could use them during class. And then it also had like a big like little thing or whatever you call it, and I would put like buttons of like different bands on it. So I had like a backpack with buttons on it, and then I had like a jacket that had all these buttons on it. I still have the buttons, but I don't have the jacket anymore. Um, and I would wear that, and I would wear my little combat boots, and then my little Converses, whatever, you know, which were not comfortable, but I wore anyway for the fashion. The new neighbors are so to just, oh no. Wear black on her bottom lashes, and sometimes we wear mascara. Wear eyeliner like maybe once or twice a year. Yeah. See, if I only did that once or twice a year, I would forget how to do it. Because I felt like that when I got sick in January. I was like, am I going to know how to put on my makeup? And I've been doing it for like my whole life. So I'm like, why do I not remember how to do this? But if I don't do it for a while, I get out of practice, and I'm not very good at it. I'm trying to get these beads up here. Here we go. I need something to drink, Garthy Poo. Oh gosh, there's extra in there. I hope I'm not going to get this in a knot. If I don't move, it should be fine. But yeah, eyeliner and mascara are like two of the things that can make like a big impact, you know? It's something about like, I always say when I don't have like mascara on or whatever, that it's like, I don't have eyes, you know? Like I got to put my eyes on because they don't stand out as much, you know? And I never wore lashes. Like I didn't even know how to wear lashes until right before I got married. I got makeup done. That was like one of the only things I wanted for my wedding. I didn't plan a whole lot of my wedding like other people planned a lot of it, and I don't know. There's a whole thing about that, but I let more other people help plan my wedding and stuff. But the one thing that I really wanted was to get my makeup done because I wanted to feel beautiful on my wedding day. Because not often in my life have I felt that way, so I wanted to feel that way on my wedding day. And I thought maybe one way that I could help myself feel that way was to get my makeup professionally done for the first time. So I did. I booked a wonderful makeup artist who was willing to work with me despite not having a big bridal party and everything. And so I got my makeup done by her, and she put these lashes on me that were so nice and so natural. Like these are not natural compared to the ones she put on me at all. But she put these really nice natural Ardell 420 lashes on me, and they were so nice, and then they were so easy to apply. Like I don't know, I had never been able to put on lashes in my life, and then all of a sudden I went to go put those on, and they went on just like right away. I was like, wow. And so I don't know, something, it taught me to do it. And now if I don't wear them, I feel like, where are my eyelashes? That's the only bad thing, because then you get like fullness, and then when you don't have that, you're like, that looks weird. So now I feel like I can't not wear them on stream because it'll look weird, you know? So they just bought a swing, and their kid yesterday keeps being so loud. Oh no, just for them to look at you. Oh Lord. Oh dear. I hope they calm down a wee bit. I know what it's like to have like some loud kind of, there's like my neighbors used to about 2 years ago, they used to scream and fight, and I mean like scream and fight with each other to the point where if like I didn't have the TV on in the house, Arthur could hear them fight, I could hear fight, and he would start barking. And I mean, it was bad. And they had a child and everything. Felt really bad. Like I almost called the cops on them one night because I'm pretty sure they were hit. But anyway, then some other people showed up, so I think okay. But they literally would fight and scream. So I understand having like crazy neighbors. It was scary sometimes hearing them fight like that. I didn't grow up with that, thank God. Like that was just, ooh, that was a lot. Like even the school I went to, we didn't have fights at my school. I only remember one fight at my school, and that was between two girls over a boy, and one of them pulled the other one's hair and pulled some hair out and this and that, and I don't know. That was like the whole thing. Like people didn't get beat up at I mean, they got bullied, but they didn't get beat up. They got thrown in a trash can, but they didn't get like pummeled. That just wasn't that happened at our school. Hi, Miss Rivera! You have blue eyes, so eyeliner makes your eyes pop. Yes. Because you wear it mostly really light blue, like ice blue, dark blue, nuance. Yes, mine are kind of, you can tell. I wonder if you guys can tell. Probably not. You can kind of see over here that there's like a ring. It's thicker on the outside than it is on the inside. And then I'm sorry they don't look bluer than they do sometimes on here, but they're also kind of a gray blue, more than like a royal blue. They're definitely more of a gray blue. So, but yeah, you can't quite tell from back here. My natural eyelashes are long. So are mine. Well, mine are really long. I just wish they were thicker. Like mine usually, like they can touch, like almost touch my eyebrows a lot of time. But I thank you, Miss Rivera. Just came home from work, from shoveling at work. Oh no. Jeez, that's not fun. Well, I'm glad you're home safe in the snow. Glad you made it back home safely. I have to show you my bear. Hold on just a second. We were working on our bear earlier, and here it is. Hold on, where'd it go? Oops, I'm gonna put my hook back in here first. Okay, hook. Here you go. Here's our little bear. He is not 100% done. I need to sew the arms on. And also ignore this little string. But here he is. It's a nurse bear. He's got a little face under here. It is a little nurse bear order that I got. They wanted to know if I could make a nurse teddy bear, and at first I was thinking like I guess I was thinking like sexy nurse, like, you know, the white and red, you know, outfit, whatever, with the little hat. And then I realized when I Googled, this is what came up, and I was like, oh, this is probably more what they were thinking anyway. And then they said, yeah, so yeah, so then they wanted blue scrubs instead of green, so that's good. Scrub them with Vaseline, so I definitely don't want to cut them. Oh, yes, you used to grow with Vaseline. I used to use like a lash serum one time. It was the Rimmel London one, which probably didn't do, like, I think it actually did something though. Compared to some of the other little like Maybelline lash serums or whatever, I think the Rimmel one was nicer. The only thing about it is you have to like remove it in the morning or it's like stuff on your lashes. But I would like paint it along my lashes and then run it through my lashes, and I think it also like conditioned them sort of. So when I did put mascara on, it seemed to look better. I don't know. Like I said, I think it kind of moisturized the lashes, and so overall it looked better, you know. Aw, you'll be starting the giraffe today after our softwares. Oh, yay! You'll have to let me know when you start. I want to know. I want to know. I want to make Jenna's giraffe, but I have to look through some of my colors and see if I have the right colors of yellow and see if I have enough yellow and all the stuff. And I know I have some brown, but I have to see if I have some like fluffy yellow to work with. I want to do that, and I also want to do that cow, but I don't know if I want to do her little cow with the like closer to springtime or Eastery time or what. I was gonna do the turtle with the bow, and for some reason my husband kind of like talked me out of it a little bit. He was like, I don't know about that, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about either. I was gonna do it for Valentine's Day, and I still might, but I don't have the colors that I wanted for it, I don't think. OMG yarn, do not get on me, girl. No, thank you. Not today. Not today. You heard crying grows your eyelashes? Lord, if crying grows my eyelashes, maybe that's why they were so long in high school. because they did touch my eyebrows when I was in school. I know they did, and if I look up, they definitely touch them. But they just touched them anyway in high school. It being annoying when they would do that. I like could feel them touching my eyebrows. It was weird. I've never had my eyebrows done like by anybody. I really should one day, but I never like I'm scared to, I think. Because mine's are sisters, not twins, and I'm scared that somebody is not going to know how to make them good twist sisters. You know, they're just going to really screw them up even worse than they are. And I don't have like that much brow hair anyway, so I don't know. Just have never gotten them waxed before, ever, ever, ever. I remember this one girl at school who was a had black hair. I was a brunette, but she had black hair, and she got her eyebrows done for the first time. And she came back to school, and everybody was like, "What did she do? Looks so different." And it was because she had that super dark hair, and she had like super thin, eyebrows. And then all of a sudden, she had them waxed, and so she looked so different. It looked great, but we were all like, "What did she do? She looks so different." Of course, you'll know. Yes, you keep me updated. Yes, thank you. I would love to see it. We have a holiday in March. It's called, and you just have to, and I don't know how to spell. I think a pinata. You just smack it with a bat, and there's candy. Yes. Just be careful with pinatas, because always keep your little brothers and sisters far, far, far away from wherever that bat is. And wherever that pinata is, because Lord knows, my parents, when I was growing up, were scared to let me do that because they knew about a terrible, tragic story that we will not go into, because you can imagine, about some children at a birthday party and a pinata and a baseball bat. So my parents were always very weary of me being anywhere where a pinata was. I'm pretty sure I did do it at some point, and they probably didn't know because it was probably a birthday party they didn't stay at. But they were always very, very weary of that kind of thing. They never had one at my parties because they were worried, and I don't blame them after what they had found out about. You just have to be careful. They're made of trees, so they're hard to smack. Oh my gosh. I bet. Ours are made out of like paper mache here, so they're not too hard. It just depends on how many layers of paper mache there is. But yeah, always be careful with pinatas for sure. If you know anybody doing pinatas, or you're going to a kid's birthday party and they're doing pinatas, you just tell them, you say, listen, make sure all those children are a good 25 feet away, because you do not want that bat to go flying and hit another child in the head. So yeah. You have a bat in our room because your mom is scared there's going to be bats. I do too. I have bats and other things. I won't go into the other things, but I have a baseball bat in my bedroom. I sure do. Pink softball bat. I've had it since I was in like high school. I used to hit softballs for like fun. I had this like pitching thing, and it would pitch them to you, and I would like take my aggression out and just like swing on them, and hit ball after ball, and it would like send it back to you, and you hit it and it send it back to you. And so I would play with that in my backyard, and so I still have that softball bat, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I stuck it in my bedroom. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, dirty language, my bad. I try not to curse on here, but I do in real life, I must admit. I am a grown-up. But yeah, so I swear, I'm being crazy. He is good. He is snoozing right here in this little blanket. Oh, I think he moved. But he's doing good. I need to, it's February. I need to book him an appointment soon to get his little teethies cleaned. His breath, you guys. Oh my God. The doctor said that his teeth were fine. He just needs to come in for a cleaning this summer. And so I need to book that sometime soon because his breath is awful. And I don't know why, but the doctor said his teeth were fine. They just had a little bit of buildup, and he just wanted to get it off with a cleaning. But he said actually we were doing a great job cleaning his teeth and everything, brush his teeth. But like, whoo, the other day Arthur was yawning, and I was like, ew, what does it smell, little boy? So we gotta get him some doggy breath mints and brush his little teeth. I got his toothbrush over there. I need to do it in a minute. Brush his little teeth. We have one of those little silicone finger toothbrushes. They work pretty good. It's always with the little dogs, they have teeth problems. they have crowding issues, and that leads to a lot of plaque and all that stuff. Send a picture. Oh yeah! Seriously, don't know how to spell it. It's your grandparents' anniversary. Oh, I know what you mean. Anniversary. Aw. I know my doctor was asking me yesterday. She said, "How long have you and your husband been together?" Because both of our doctors, and I think she's finally figured out who we both are because we've never been at the same time, so she didn't know for sure. But I think she finally knows now. And she was like, "How's everything? How's married life?" And da da da. And I was like, "Oh, it's good, you know." And I forgot where I was going with this. Shoot, I literally forgot where I was going with that. But anyway, she's a sweet lady. I love my doctor. She's young too, like to doctor, but I love her. All my other doctors retired on me, left town or whatever, so I'm very thankful to have like a nice young like good doctor. I hope she doesn't leave anytime soon. I will be so sad. But yeah, anniversary. Oh, I know. The doctor said, "So how long have you been together?" She said, "Were you high school sweethearts?" And I said, "No, we weren't high school sweethearts. We've just been together almost 10 years." And she said, "Oh." I said, "We met like late college, like the very, very end of college." And she said, "Oh, okay." But she thought we were high school sweethearts. It was cute. I was like, "Nope, not quite. We did not know each other then. We are radio sweethearts because that's how we met." My dad is going to pick up my brother. Aw, from kindergarten. Aw. Man, I miss kindergarten. Anybody else kindergarten with me? Like, that sounds fun. We get naps, we get snacks, we get art. I mean, as long as we could skip some of the like learning activities, let's do it. I don't know. First grade would be more fun than kindergarten. I don't know. That's what I wanted to teach when I wanted to be a teacher was first grade because I taught a little bit at kindergarten, like assistant teaching, and I don't know. First graders just know more about school. They've been in school a year, know a little more about it. Kindergartners can't even sharpen their own pencils. You know what I'm saying? They're sweet as can be, but there's definitely a difference between a first grader and a kindergartner. And that's why I wanted to do that. So this is looking kind of cool. I'm glad this still looks cool because I really didn't want to waste these beads. Let's see, I'll show you what it's looking like so far. It's looking like this. We're getting down into clear beads here. It's pink, orange, and yellow. It's just hard to differentiate those orange and pink ones sometimes, which is why I'm not going to separate them out again because it would be way too difficult. Oh, we're only on clear beads. We're almost done. Sweet. I have to decide if I want to make this one have a bottom to it. I think I do because I think it's going to be a gift. I think I'm going to put a chapstick in it and give it away as a gift. Also don't know if I'm going to include a free in this order or not because I don't know the bear order because I don't know the person that it's going to. I don't know anything about them. It's a gift for someone and I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm just going to wrap it up with my thank you for supporting my business stuff and call it a day. They were going to sleep because he needs to start school, but yeah, doesn't want to sleep, so he's getting picked up. Aww. Kindergarten is not, it's like he goes, I'm just going to say another. The numbers are yours. I accidentally said it. Whoops. Yeah, that's right. Your school, it will be different than ours for sure. I forget. Because I forget, I don't used to know how the system worked in the UK or like have like a rough idea of how their education system worked and like the grade levels and like what they sort of approximated to America. I have no idea anymore. I don't remember. It was some show I watch or something. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is different there for sure. I got you. You're gonna be 16. That's awesome. I mean, that happens here in America where people are done by 16, but not as often. Like they have to work harder and take extras and things. But now they offer a lot of things they didn't offer when I was in school. Like you can take college classes while you're in high school and earn college credits. And like when I was in college, I had some high school kids in a few of my classes that were taking them for college credit, like the very semester, you know. And so I was like, I wish I had that at my school. Like I went to a college prep school and it didn't have that yet. So I don't know. It would have been nice though. It would have been nice. Oh, hi, Michelle. Don't know what happens if I don't pass the exam. Ah! School year's only 9 years. Wow. Yeah, we had 13 years. 13 years. Michelle, I was just finishing earlier this FrontLine Hero teddy bear. I've got to sew on the arms and then I'll be done with it. Little nurse teddy bear. And now I am just finishing up this micro beaded crochet little chapstick case thing. It was actually supposed to have a flame design to it, but I accidentally messed up stringing the beads. So it's a little abstract looking. That's okay. I think I'm going to restring up the beads and make it correctly next time, but I didn't want to waste it, so I'm just gonna keep going because it still looks kind of cool. And I think my friend will still appreciate it. So, or me, whoever ends up with it. Some people go to college, which is 3 years, but I'd rather be done with school and get a job. Well, college isn't for everybody. I will say that. Like, I didn't do that great in college because it was just a weird time in my life, and I ended up skipping class a little bit and a little naughty. Just skipping class, being naughty. But college isn't for everyone, and sometimes it works out better for people not to, and sometimes it works out people better to go to college. Sometimes people end up in so much debt from going to college that really makes life difficult for them, and sometimes you know, college and they get into that and then they get a great job and they work out of their debt. But sometimes that doesn't always happen, you know. I'm thankful that I did not go to a university. I went to a community college, which some people would be ashamed of, but you know what? It's a whole year and I don't have student debt. So, anybody in the United States that's getting ready to go to college, I would highly recommend you look into your local community colleges. They have a lot of programs, and even if you don't go there for you know, you could go there for 2 years or whatever. You could get an associate's. You do just check it out because it's worth it. The cost difference in going to those two different kinds of schools is worth it. I mean, could live off campus and go to a community college and it would still be cheaper than going to a university and living there. So I found that mini mesh thing you did. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. But yeah, I don't know, you know, it's different for different people. And you just never know what's right for you. But I think I don't know, it just all depends really about you and how you are. But I always say definitely look into community colleges because I'm thankful that I don't have any debt like that. And my husband, he also went to a community college, so he also does not have debt like that, which is amazing. Because I know so many people our age and younger that have like, you know, $70,000 in student debt, you know? So it's just wild. I can't imagine. That would just give me some anxiety. So I'm thankful that I went to our local community college, which was actually pretty good, and took courses there. They have a crochet course, you guys. I looked it up, my local college. I need to look up the other one in my area, but one of them does have a crochet class. Some of you may be thinking, why would you take a crochet class if you already know how to crochet? Because everything, okay? I've only been crocheting for 2 years. I think the potential, I don't know, but potentially it could still be helpful. It would depend on how much it costs and stuff like that. I might look into taking it. I was really looking to see if they had a knitting course, and they don't, unfortunately. But they do have a crochet extracurricular class, which you can take on your own. And they have like pottery and stuff, but I'm not as interested in that. I'm a freaking pottery wheel. But I think that would be really fun. So I'm gonna look into that maybe for like fall or something and see how much it costs to take the course and if I think it would be worth it. Might have to look and see if they have like a course. The word, what is the word when you have to take the thing that syllabus? I might need to look and see if they have like a syllabus for it to see if they're going to teach things that I would already know or if they could teach me new things. Because I also wonder if I went in and I was like, so teacher, I kind of know some things. Could you like, if while they're learning, can you teach me this? You know, I don't know. Or I'll help you teach them. Or I don't know, something. If they're having trouble, I'll help. But it would also probably be good, the curriculum. Yeah, that is another word. Yes, that's probably the word I was looking for. But also, I think too, it would be a good way if I was to take that course and like, I have a feeling since I know something that I could probably like help the person beside me a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like it would be a good way for me to figure out whether I'm capable or not of teaching people crochet in person. The only thing that scares me about it is if they make like a really big mistake and I'm like, I don't know what you did and I don't know how to fix it. Scares me about teaching in person. But other than that, I think it would be kind of fun because I really want to start like crochet meetings or something. I need to look around the surrounding towns and make sure there's not already one. And then once I figure that out, I'd love to start one at some point. I just got to be a little bit brave and maybe give up a little money because I would like to like, you know, we could have snacks, you know, things like that, or a little meeting, bring some donuts or something. But I think that would be fun. I just want to meet some like local crochet people. Like I love my online crochets, but I also would love to have one in real life, you know? So bye, Miss Rivera. I love you too. I'll talk to you later. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay, I'm gonna go here in just a minute. I know I'm chatty today. I think it's the large cup of coffee that I had and my ADD medicine that I did not take yesterday that I took today. I think it is a common. All right. We're almost done with this, but yeah. So I don't know. I think it would be fun though. I just think a local crochet meeting like Miss Angie has, it just sounds so fun. Angie from the Yarn Room, they do one and it just sounds so fun, you know? They meet like every week and hang out. She said there's young people and old people and I don't know, it just sounds fun. I just want to. I still regret there was this girl I met one time in Michael's and I think her name was Logan, but I met her one time and she was trying to make a stitch and like Lilo and Stitch, and so she needed help like picking out stuff and I was trying to help her with it and she was like, I'm trying to make this but like I don't know what I should use and this and that, and she'd never used like yarn and all this stuff, so I was helping her out and I mean, she asked for my help and so I was talking to her, helping her, and at the end of our conversation I said, well, do you have like Instagram or anything? I was like brave for me, you know, and I was like, well, do you have like Instagram or anything, because I'd love to see it when it's done. And she was like, no, unfortunately, like I don't have Instagram. And so, and then I think my husband came here and then I didn't end up asking her like anything further. I should have been like, well, do you mind if like I get your number so we could like chat again? Because I don't know. I just want a crochet friend, but that might be kind of weird. Is that weird? I don't know. I just want a crochet buddy. Because I feel like it would be so nice to have somebody in real life. Like, I don't know, they could help you fix it instead of just like tell you how to fix it, you know? They could show you how to do it instead of tell you how to do it. I don't know. I think it would be very fun. And more people are doing it, so it should get easier to find, right? I still need to go to the piercing shop downtown and see if she'd be interested in putting any of my animals in her shop. So, but I think how I want to do that is I would like to go and, whoa, what is that? Not, whoa, scared me. I would like to go and get a piercing for her and then just kind of like casually bring up the fact that I do crochet and that I sell it and see if she has any space in her shop to put anything else, because she has like several things from several small businesses in there. So I don't know how much like room she has and anything else, but it would be worth a shot. Crochet buddy would be, yes, I know. I want my local crochet buddies. Ugh. Like I said, I love my online friends and I'm so thankful for them. And I don't think, I don't know if I would even be, you know, as far as I am into this and all that stuff without them. But it just would be so nice to have somebody in real life too. But I'm thankful for everybody. All right, guys, what time is it? Yeah. All right, we're going to a minute so I can clean up the house and then I will figure out, whoops, can't get in the stitch. I will figure out what time we're going to go back live again later. I'm also going to look and see if like anybody else is playing on a live that I follow, because I don't really want to encroach on their space too much. So I know Miss Angie and me are that way. We'll see. The other one is we kind of hate to go live because we don't want to like take anybody away from them or whatever, but you know, people do what they're going to do, so it's fine. I never care. But anyway, hopefully I will go live in an hour or 2 or 3, and we will work on some squirrels or some more beaded stuff. May not be this because I feel like I'm almost done with this. But we'll figure that out. Don't worry about you. Hi. How did you pop in as soon as I was talking about you? Good thing I wouldn't say anything bad. No, I'm just kidding. I would never say anything bad about you. Don't have anything bad to say about you. Sure don't. Sure don't. Now I just know we're both the same way, where we both don't want to step on each other's toe, other crocheters' toes. We want everybody to have their time and their freedom and their space, you know. But that's what I always say to you: is don't worry about me just because I'm live doesn't mean you can't go live. We have enough of different people that I think it's more than fine, you know. Yeah, we have a lot of viewers, but we also have a lot of different ones. So I feel like it all works out just fine. Oh, I need to show Miss Angie what I was working on. You better not. That's right. What's the latest YouTube channel? Yeah, I think I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel. I don't know if I am or not. I have to check. Does she have a YouTube channel, or she just works on yours? I can't remember. She may just be on Miss Angie's. I can't remember if she has her own or not. I cannot recall. But this is what we were working on earlier. This is what we finished up on stream. We've got a little nurse FrontLine Hero teddy bear. I'm not sure if I'm going to give him the smile or not yet. I haven't decided. Whoops. Sorry, little fella. This is the FrontLine teddy bear. So it's a little hat with a little hole in it to stick his ears out of, and the little mask and the little nurse's outfit. And yeah, we finished this up. This was a commission that I got, so I'm excited to send that off tomorrow. And then I was working on my micro beaded crochet. I was working these, which is like a chapstick case, but I accidentally missed the order of the beads, and because I did that, it looks like this instead. It's very abstract, we say. So I'm almost done, so I'm just going to keep going, but I'm going to restring them correctly again, hopefully soon enough. But yeah, that's what I'm working on today. I want to leave the library, can't remember how to, so it gets with, oh no, go Pets World, go, figure it out. You got to figure it out. I understand. I can't remember how to do it either. I tried to put one together the other day like that, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you twist it and sew it. I know it looks so easy when they do it. Oh, she has her own that she watches from, but on mine mostly. That's what I thought. That's what, because I think somebody else had asked something similar before about like, what's her channel? And you were like, she basically shares mine, kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, oh, I want to follow, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. All right, you guys, let's see. I'm almost done here with this, and I think we're gonna go. And then, like I said, I'm gonna clean up a little bit around my house, and then in like 2 or 3 hours, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna hang out and potentially work on the squirrels. Like I said, I gotta see if I can purchase the pattern and look at it and see what it looks like. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we won't go live. But I'm pretty sure we will go live soon again. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to string beads because that's such a intensive process. And I don't want to mess it up, because if I mess up stringing the beads again, we will have flames again. So, but yeah, the micro bead crochet is done with a 0.75 millimeter hook, and it is a pattern by Gracie Simpson, who is on Etsy as well as here on YouTube. And she does some really cool shorts about her micro crochet, and she also has some videos about how to do it as well. She makes purses and chapstick holders and things like that with her beaded crochet, which is really cool. She sells the patterns, not the product, but It's really cool. I got a kit for her to make the very first one. And now I'm just using the pattern over and over again. But once you get started, it's very simple. The getting started is tricky with the tiny little chain and making sure it's not twisted and all that. But after that, get a couple rows into it. It's very nice. I like it. Very much so like it. Oh, it's getting in here, you guys. Got the heater going still. You're gonna sew it together when you leave. Oh, thank you, Pets World. Okay, I'm about to leave so you can sew it together. Yes, and I would love to see it when you're done. Gotta leave. I gotta get off of here so that MJ can get some rest if she's already asleep, so that Pets World can tie her headband together and all good stuff. And maybe somebody else will go live so I can pop in their live while I'm cleaning up my house. You know, that or I'm gonna turn on the music and jam out. One of those two. But yeah. So I don't think I want to go on too late. I think I'm gonna wait and go on this afternoon instead of tonight. So yeah. Ooh, it's so cute. I like it. It's looking good, you guys. It's almost done, but we're gonna stop right now. Oh, MJ. Oh, she's like, I'm almost packed out. Oh, I know. Go get some more coffee to replenish before I work on cleaning the house, you guys. And I hope you're feeling okay, Miss Angie. By the way, forgot to ask you how you were doing and feeling when you popped in. I always try to ask everybody. All right. Okay. So I got just a couple beads left, but I'm going to call it done on this until I decide whether I'm going to close out the bottom or leave it open. I don't think my chapstick is over here to stick in there. Let's see. Let's stick the chapstick in it and look at it one last time before we go. So this seems to be what happens if you mess up the pattern. The flame pattern is basically you get this kind of twisted effect. This one's like sort of backwards compared to that one, but you get this sort of twisted look, which isn't terrible looking, just not what I'm going for. Let me put it in the bottom because it doesn't want to sit up. Okay. So yeah, we're almost done finishing it, just a little bit more. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate you guys for being here so much. And if you want to, you can come back in, I don't know, 3 hours, and we'll hang out again while I work on another commission. But I hope you all have such a good day, and I hope you all have a day, and I hope that everybody is feeling all right and doing all right in all the ways, because it's tough out there, you know. And I appreciate you all so much for being here. I hope you'll go get some rest and go fix your headbands and go crochet away and have all the fun. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. And if you have not already, hit the like button and subscribe so that you will, and hit your notification so that you will know next time that I do go live. And yeah, I hope to see you and talk to you guys today. And hopefully I'll see you guys in a little while if you come back. So, bye.